Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing?
Calling around to get the best rate on a car loan.
Why? Everyone knows Alcoa 10 is the best choice to purchase a vehicle or refinance your current loan. And with low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
With smartphones being such an integral part of our daily lives, it is truly an inconvenience when it doesn't work properly. It disrupts the normalcy of our day. When you go into the cell phone store to have it repaired, they just try to upsell you on a new phone. That's why the owner of iDrop, T. Keller, left those places and opened iDrop. His goal is a happy customer. T. Keller and the team will listen to what you have going on and work to solve the problem of your broken device in a way that best suits your needs, instead of trying to upsell you on something that you just don't need. They don't just repair phones, they can service your laptop or PC as well as your Mac. Windows 7 support is over, but iDrop can help you transition to Windows 10. They have a 5-star rating on Google with hundreds of positive reviews. Let me say that again. I don't think y'all understand how big this is. They have a 5-star rating on Google. Their customer service really speaks for itself. So if you ever find yourself with a device that isn't performing as it should, give iDrop a call at 865-888-9740 or check them out on Facebook at iDrop of Knoxville. If man made it, they can fix it.
Deep down the middle's got his man, and he's gone. Jason Swain, touchdown.
It's time for the Swain Event with your host, Jason Swain.
My man.
Real sports talk for the real sports fan.
All you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him.
It's time for the Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
Give me 2 pounds and a Ric Flair.
Swain Event, SwainEvent.com, fueled by Dead End Barbecue, top 100 barbecue restaurant in America. 865-255-03 is our telephone number. Ben McKee, Jason Swain, live here from the Low T Center studio. Hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday morning. It is hump day. We are to the halfway point of the week. Hour number 1 is brought to you by Healer Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. HappyHealer.com. Ben, good morning, brother.
As Cade Mays would say. Jason?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Cade.
He's a funny guy. Funny guy. He's a funny guy. But good morning, Jason. How are you?
Yeah, Cade must have not got the memo. That was weird. But man, what a cool time there at Gus's Fried Chicken yesterday for Tennessee Prime. Got a chance to connect with Amari Thomas, K. Mays, and listen, we've heard K. Mays all year long, but still, we learn something new each and every week. And Cade had his family there, so Cooper and mom and dad and Camp, 6-year-old brother, although might be the biggest 6-year-old I've ever seen.
That kid is huge.
It might be the biggest 6-year-old I have ever seen, but it was really cool to meet the family, see the family, and Amari Thomas did a really, really good job. It was good to get that trench talk from.
He's a good kid.
He really is, man. Really is. And so it wasn't too long ago when Tennessee didn't pay Memphis any attention in recruiting. And now, I mean, we are in Memphis in football, basketball, and Amari Thomas is going to be one of those guys that I could see Matthew Butler passing the torch to. And could have went anywhere. Could have went anywhere besides to be a Tennessee Volunteer, and so appreciative of how his mom and dad raised him, his grandma, great grandma. That's the type of gentleman you want in your program. So Amari Thomas did a really, really good job. Rocking the 21. Just big time change for Amari Thomas. Think about it, man. Had a new coach. Changed his number. Then he cut his hair during the bye week. Just a lot of change for Amari.
Well, and that 21 is a significant number in Tennessee football history.
Oh,
Riyad Jones. Gotcha.
I thought you was going to say Heath Shula.
No, I was thinking more Riyad Jones and Derrick Rogers.
I was thinking more Heath Shula.
Which of the Rogers brothers were it? Zach or was it Zach? It was Zach.
Zach. Zach Ward. No, Austin. Austin Ward. Zach
Both?
Ward, 83. Yeah. Austin Ward.
I liked the Rogers brothers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Austin Ward.
No, but I was talking about Heath Shula.
Nah, I'm trying to save yourself now. The 21. I mean, drop some weight, chiseled it up a little bit, so he decided to get into that 21. I asked him, hey, man, if you keep going, you might as well get that single-digit number. Rock the number 2. But, yeah, man, those guys did a really, really good job. And 2 more games for K. Mays.
Did y'all commit a recruiting violation last night?
Who was y'all?
The 4 of you.
How?
By calling a current Tennessee recruit live on air.
How would that be a violation?
You know how Tennessee fans like to freak out? When that happened, I got like 4 text messages. This isn't a recruiting violation, is it?
Oh, my gosh. Last time I checked, Amari Thomas and that kid knows each other. How's that a recruiting violation?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I think they were mostly joking, but I still thought it was funny. This is a recruiting violation, is it?
Yeah. No.
And I know it wasn't you that kick-started that idea, but guilt by association. I'm sure you teach your kids that. And it applies to you in this situation as well.
Yeah, Amari Thomas, man, is a recruiter. He was asked what kids he's trying to get from Memphis to Tennessee. He said all of them. So he's a recruiter. So
those kids are smart. Not only did you have Amari Thomas say that, but you asked Cade, or maybe it was Austin that asked him. I don't know. I can't remember. One of y'all did. Hey, what position do you want to play in the NFL? What position do you feel suits you best?
You know, it's Austin.
All of them.
All of them.
Attaboy, Cade.
That's right. That's right, man. That's the correct answer for all you GMs out there that was watching Tennessee Prime. I know you were. Because K. Mays is at the top of your board, baby.
I heard the Lions GM was watching.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely watching. He need all the help that he can get. He better be watching. So, yeah, we in freak-out mode, man. Y'all. Spencer Riley. Lincoln Spencer or Lincoln Riley, Spencer Riley, whatever his name is, over there, Oklahoma. his name was dropped going to LSU, and folks just automatically start freaking out because I had deja vu of Lane Kiffin leaving and going to USC after 1 year here in Tennessee, and people are putting that together with Josh Heupel. And Josh Heupel, Oklahoma, wasn't on the best of terms when Oklahoma fired him when he didn't deserve to be fired because Bob Stoops was the head coach and his brother was the defensive coordinator, and the defense stunk that year. But Heupel was thrown under the bus and made to be the scapegoat. So they fired Heupel instead of firing the defensive coordinator, which was Stoops' brother. So I don't know how Heupel feels about that today.
Well, here's what I know. Even if Josh Heupel leaves, does it really matter? Because John Gruden is available.
Oh, my gosh.
And he would say yes this time.
Golly.
John Gruden would walk on glass to Knoxville at this point. So
I'm good.
I don't understand the freak out over Heupel leaving when we know John Gruden is available and would take the job in a heartbeat.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this today.
How quickly do you think Gruden would accept the job?
I'm not doing this.
Do you think that Danny White would be able to finish the sentence before he accepted?
I don't know. No, I'm not feeding into the Josh Heupel freak out. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I didn't know the recruiting violation thing was a real thing.
I don't think it was a real thing. I think it was mostly people joking. Because I don't know how that would be a recruiting violation. You and Austin are not on staff. There's no rule that says a current player can't call a friend who happens to be a recruit, and who says that even if they're not friends, why can't a player call a recruit on an NIL recruiting show?
Bradley on the text box says, do we think that he would sit out for the bowl game?
Cade?
I don't think Lyman would do that, but I don't know.
I don't think Cade would. I would be surprised. Being a Tennessee guy and playing with Cooper one last time, I would be very surprised if Cade opted out. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd be surprised.
Yeah. I just think, Bradley, that's a question that didn't really want to get into yesterday because we don't know what could happen in two weeks. Cade could get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cade could, tweak an old injury. And so just that wasn't probably the right time to ask that question. How would he know his plans a month from now? There's no way to really know that. But knowing Cade, he wants to play. He wants to play. And Cade did mention that he's an emotional guy. First time he played Georgia last year after getting the waiver on the transfer, played too emotional and didn't play well. This year took a different approach. Just treated Georgia like a normal team. Although he did say he gave his brother some tips on how to go up against the Georgia front, but just treated Georgia more like a normal team, and he played a whole lot better. And we were talking about his last two games here at Neyland Stadium. And there'll be a lot of emotion flowing through his body. He mentioned that he wasn't emotional, so.
That he will cry, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If the stoic Jason Swain can cry like a baby on senior day, anybody can.
Yep. Emotional. I'm telling, man, when you give you all for Tennessee for 4 years and then it all comes to a stop, it definitely is emotional. Alex Golish talked to a group of Tennessee fans at the quarterback club on Monday. You had Tim Banks and Rodney Garner talked to the media on yesterday, along with Jabari Small, Amari Thomas, Byron Young, and Princeton Fant,
who said he is considering and has talked to Josh Heupel about returning for a 6th season and taking advantage of that free year of eligibility. I'd love to have Princeton Fant back.
Yeah, Princeton kind of disappeared in the last couple games.
In the passing game, yes, but I think he's been doing some really good things on the perimeter blocking.
Just remember a couple, well, it wasn't a couple of games ago. It was like 2 months ago, where the tight ends just, we projected tight ends are going to have like a huge year and finally be used, and then they stopped being used in the passing game. That was weird.
Yeah, Jacob Warren's been banged up the last couple of weeks. I guess it was Kentucky in which he left the game early after his touchdown and did not return. Princeton Fant, I mean, he just, I don't know. They go to him a couple of times a game, but not like you said, not like we thought it was going to be. He's definitely been more efficient as a blocking tight end rather than a receiving tight end.
It's good to have those guys. I mean, I think getting both of those guys back would be very important, along with Cedric Tillman. As many guys you can get to come back, I think, the better, especially if they are productive players from this team.
And particularly with the current depth situation. That is how it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, this free year of eligibility, because it can somewhat supplement the depth issues of typically you would be losing Princeton Fant. Jacob Warren's a redshirt junior, so unless he decided to transfer or declare for the NFL draft.
Who?
If Jacob Warren wanted to after
man, you on them jokes this morning.
Junior season, he would be coming back
being
anyways.
Goofy.
So you have him, and then you bring Princeton Fant back next season, and you have a 5th-year tight end and a 6th-year tight end paired with an incoming freshman, Brody Foley, who is a receiving tight end that this staff really likes. He'll be a true freshman, obviously, but they can help him come along. Miles Campbell, who will be a redshirt freshman next year. He is redshirting this year. Alex Golesh talked during fall camp about how good Miles had looked at the beginning of fall camp. Alex Golesh flat out said that, hey, I've never played a true freshman tight end, but I'm going to play Miles Campbell. And then Miles Campbell got a little banged up during fall camp, was dealing with an illness that was not COVID, that kind of set him back, and he just wasn't able to get a true fall camp under his belt that would have led to him contributing this year. So I mentioned that to say that Miles Campbell's going to have a role in this offense next season. And you heard Cade Mays last night mention Miles Campbell as kind of the guy, the youngster, the freshman that isn't playing right now, but is going to do big things next year. So that tight end room is going to look real interesting if P. Fant, I like that nickname for some reason. I don't really know why, but P. Fant, if he does decide to return.
No damn nickname.
That's
his name.
His name is Princeton Fant, not P. Fant.
Whatever.
You don't call me B. Mick. That's not my name. I don't call you Jay Sway. So, I do call you Jay Swain sometimes. Some people call you Jay Swain.
That's my name.
Nobody calls me B. McKee.
I know what Volstone calls you.
Ben.
You
sometimes text messages.
He calls you a different B word.
He calls me bro.
Yeah, that B word. Yeah, that's it. Hey, bro. Oh man.
But I like the tight end room potentially going into next season.
Yeah, very important, man. Very important that those two tight ends, at least one of them comes back, but both of them coming back, that'll be even better. But I can see one of those guys being like, "Dang, man, I want to come back, but not you coming back. Hey, man, how about we transfer together? Yeah, let's transfer together. And then the very last minute, oh, I'm staying. And then you trick the other one to actually leave. Kind of like Kelly Washington and Dante Stallworth. When Kelly tried to trick Dante to leave, hey, come on, man, let's both leave. Let's both lead to the drive. And then Kelly slipped his name out of the drive at the last minute. And Dante was stuck because Kelly was trying to get all the balls next year.
That's Peyton level petty.
Oh man,
is what that is.
That's what Princeton should do.
But the other point that I was trying to get to before you derailed me.
Sorry, man.
Is that him returning will be a nice bridge, and it's really important to get these COVID seniors back so you can bridge that gap between the lack of depth and the young players that are coming into the program, so you don't have to rely on youngsters all across the board. Like next year, you can have a nice dose of veterans with Warren and Fant, and then start to work in Brody Foley and Miles Campbell, maybe a Julian Nixon as well if he has a nice offseason. And it's going to look like that at several positions where it'll be nice to get some veterans back. Like along the defensive line, you lose Matthew Butler, Jaquan Blakely, who Rodney Garner raved about yesterday, raved about both of them. You'll be losing those guys because this was their COVID-free year of eligibility. And you're going to have to rely on some youngsters. But a guy like Latrell Bumpus, who appears to be redshirting, he can help bridge that gap of having that veteran guy in the room that can help these younger guys who will come into the program come along.
I agree 100%. 865-255-03. Trinity Bell going to be a tight end or a tackle?
D lineman.
Yeah.
As of now.
Yeah. And that was the plan all along.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. He's got hopefully he can bounce back from that ACL injury that he's been dealing with. Suffered it during high school basketball season last year. Been recovering. Hopefully he can bounce back. He's an athletic freak.
255-03. Our number one is brought to you by Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Be right back.
If you want to get in on the conversation, call the Iris Networks hotline at 865-200-5503. Grow your business with Iris Networks high-speed fiber internet. IrisNetworksUSA.com.
Hi there, Swain Event family. Are you in the market to purchase a home and a bit freaked out with the market right now? As someone who's been in your spot before, I'm familiar with what's going through your brain. And as a realtor, I've mastered the ins and outs of the buying process. When you work with me, you'll benefit from my experience, and together we'll work toward making sound, smart decisions for your future. And of course, talk a little Vol Sports along the way. Just give me a call, Jennifer Morris, Keller Williams Realty, 865-257-7897, or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon.
When you start your own business, you know that branding can make or break a new venture. That's why Swain Event relies on 42nd Street. 42nd Street is a strategy agency focused on finding creative, open-minded, results-driven solutions to brand design. After over a decade of operations in East Tennessee, the brand architects at 42nd Street have the experience and creative know-how to ensure the success of your business branding, logo, web presence, and more. To see a real-life example of their amazing work, you can check out our website at swainevent.com. Don't trust the branding of your business to just anyone. Check out my friends at 42nd Street online at 42st.com or give them a call at 865-382-7007. 42nd Street, brand, strategy, design. JC's Tree and Landscaping Service specializes in quality tree work done at an affordable price. Trimming and removing trees are their specialty. They also offer other services like land clearing, stump grinding, crane services, and all of your basic landscaping needs for both commercial and residential. JC's will give you a free estimate and beat any written quote by a competitor to guarantee that you get the lowest price around. Don't risk your land with a fly-by-night service. JC's Tree and Landscaping is licensed and insured. Give them a call at 865-599-3799.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
If you're coming to Knoxville and need a place to stay, do yourself a favor and book a room at Hampton Inn Paper Mill, also known as the Hampton on the Hill. This award-winning property is literally in the top 5% of all Hampton Inn properties. The GM, Stephen Lawrence, is a good old local boy who grew up in the business around Knoxville. He and his staff are always available, always willing to help, and will go above and beyond for their guests. The newest Hampton Inn in Knoxville has clean, affordable rooms, flat screens, fridges, and microwaves in every room. Plus, breakfast is included in every rate. Not to mention, there's also a pool and fitness center on site. If it wasn't so close to amazing restaurants, bars, and shopping, you would never want to leave. At only 6 miles from campus, you're still right in where the big orange action is. Go to HamptonInn.com, search Knoxville, and book your room at the Hampton Inn Paper Mill or call 865-693-5400.
We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done, and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy. Fellas, when it's time to freshen up that wardrobe, there's only one play to make, and that's to go see my friends at Mark Nelson Denim in downtown Knoxville. Find the latest in small batch denim in the heart of Knoxville. Denim isn't all they do though. Mark Nelson also does custom suiting and blazers. Let your personal style shine with Mark Nelson. If you don't have time to go shopping for yourself but still want that fresh look, then sign up for the NN Society. Let the experts handle the shopping and get $300 worth of merchandise for just $150 every other month. That's 6 times per year to keep you looking styling every day. Let Mark Nelson Denim help you be the best you, because when you look good, you feel good. Go to marknelsondenim.com.
At Iris Networks, we know that business communication solutions are critical to your success. Since 1998, we've been helping businesses in East Tennessee by providing reliable and affordable high-speed fiber internet and voice solutions. That's why Iris Networks is your Tennessee communications partner. With internet speeds up to 100 gigs and work-from-anywhere solutions like mobile apps, video conferencing, and file sharing, we make sure you can stay connected to your customers and great communities we live and work in. Iris Networks, because just like you, Tennessee is our home.
Swain Event, SwainEvent.com, fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Time for Around the SEC. And this is that time of the year where the news flows like the Tennessee River. And Ben, what do you have for us today?
The latest edition of the college football playoff rankings were released last night. Georgia obviously remained number 1. Alabama remained at 2 after their mighty win over New Mexico State. Oregon is ranked 3rd. Ohio State ranked 4th. Cincinnati ranked 5th. Michigan is 6th. Other SEC teams in the college football playoff rankings: Ole Miss was 12th. A&M was 16th. Arkansas was 21st. Mississippi State was 25th. So those are your latest college football playoff rankings, and nothing that I see that I necessarily disagree with, although Michigan being ahead of Michigan State is a little weird.
I mean, Michigan had a better win as of late than Michigan State. I mean, Michigan did beat Penn State on the road, but I understand Michigan State did beat Michigan.
Bingo.
I get that, but it's all going to wash out here in a couple weeks anyways. It's going to wash out today. Oh, excuse me, this week, because if Michigan State beats Ohio State, then I'm pretty sure they'll put Michigan State in front of Michigan if Michigan wins again this week. So Michigan does play Ohio State here next week, so it'll play out the way it's supposed to.
Correct. It's just maddening when you have the person in charge say on national television or talk about on national television how essentially the statistical categories matter more than the head-to-head. That is just baffling.
Bad quote
to me. And I'm with you. It'll all work itself out, but everybody's upset and PO'd about the process. And like if they're doing these things now, when it comes time to make a decision, they're applying these same thought processes. So that's why everybody's so upset about the rankings even now. And I don't get all worked up about the rankings, probably because my team is not involved. But to see some of the comments, just as a college football fan, hard not to be frustrated by them. The only other thing I've got for you, Swain, is 3 basketball scores. Kentucky beat Mount St. Mary 80-55, but did Kentucky really beat Mount St. Mary if nobody showed up to watch? Did you see the pics on Twitter about the crowd at during the anthem last night?
I did. I thought they was playing at Vanderbilt Stadium.
I thought it was Vanderbilt playing. I thought Big Blue Nation was some fascinating fan base. Lady Vols have more people at the national anthem than Kentucky men's basketball right now.
I mean, it's Mount St. Mary's.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying it has to be a sellout, but there was like 10 people there.
I get it.
Tennessee played ETSU on Sunday.
There's more people.
Tennessee played Lenore Ryan in an exhibition.
I mean, you're right.
Tennessee Martin to start the season, then there were more people there.
I love this. I love this battle between Tennessee and Kentucky in football and basketball. Don't lose, Kentucky, because Tennessee fans gonna be celebrating. Now Tennessee is playing a tougher opponent probably this weekend than Kentucky's playing this weekend. But when Kentucky lost to Duke in basketball after Tennessee beat Kentucky in football, man, that was fun.
Oh, it was. It was, because every day Kentucky loses is a good day. The other 2 basketball scores from last night, Georgia actually took care of business on the basketball floor, beating South Carolina State 76-60. And then the mighty South Alabama, do you know their mascot?
Jaguars. South Alabama?
Yeah,
the
Jaguars. They were in Turd Town last night to take on the Fighting Turds of Alabama, and South Alabama was up at halftime, 34-31. It was a back-and-forth game with about 10 minutes to go, and I turned the game on, and Alabama ran away with it. South Alabama did make a late push. Bama won 73-68. So had some basketball last night. You've got a couple of basketball games tonight. Houston Baptist to A&M. I know Swain will be locked in at 1 p.m. today. That game tips off at 1 p.m. today.
What?
Interesting. Yes, Houston Baptist at Texas A&M, 1 p.m. today on the SEC Network Plus. So you can watch a little mid-afternoon basketball if you'd like.
It's a high school?
I think Houston Baptist is. But VCU and Vanderbilt play. That should be interesting. They play tonight.
Is it the NCAA tournament or something?
That's what it feels like. It's the preseason NIT getting A&M ready for the end-of-season NIT.
My goodness.
Northern Iowa, Arkansas. Northern Iowa's off to a 1-2 start, but they've been good in recent years. And then you have Mississippi State playing Detroit Mercy. I'm ready for Saturday. I'm ready for some doubleheader of all sports. Number 5 Villanova versus number 17 Tennessee and the Basketball Hall of Fame tip-off tournament.
Are you patiently waiting?
No, I'm impatiently waiting.
Patiently waiting like Aaron Willis?
Look, all I'm going to say is that there's a walk-on mentioned before Aaron Willis was.
Alphabetical order, Ben. Alphabetical order.
His name starts with an A.
Huh? Willis. Willis is a W.
Aaron is an A.
Willis, man. Willis. You know, Heupel was talking about the linebackers. He is so meticulous about his offense. He is type A. He wanted to put the names that he's mentioned in alphabetical order. That's how thorough Josh Heupel is. Did you know that, Ben? Huh?
Yes, I did.
Who's the walk-on guy again?
Nick Humphreys.
See? H comes before W.
Yeah.
Alphabetical order. That's why he mentioned him.
Sure.
Patiently waiting. That is the tweet from Aaron Willis.
Patiently waiting with 2 picks.
Yesterday at 3:03.
I saw the tweet, but I just kept scrolling. Did he put the hourglass emoji as well?
No, praying hands. Praying hands.
I would have gone praying hands and hourglass emoji.
He got some nice hair though.
Look, all I know is
he got some real nice hair.
I watched him run off the field on Saturday night, and it was flowing in the wind like Troy Polamalu.
I don't know, man. He needs a Head and Shoulders deal. He needs a Head and Shoulders NIL deal. My goodness, his hair's beautiful. Kind of jealous.
Vol fan said South Alabama and Alabama were tied with under 3 minutes. Alabama didn't run away with it. They were lucky to win that one. Correct. I said that when I turned it on with 10 minutes to go, they started to run away with it when they pushed it out to 8 or 10-point lead, and then South Alabama made another run at it. They were lucky to win last night. They did not look all that great, but that's college basketball. Most teams don't look at their best this time of year.
Yeah, I don't read into that, man. We've seen Kentucky, you know, do this year in and year out, and then we play them and it's a lot closer, or they beat us. So I don't read into it too much, man. At the beginning of the season, I just don't.
Do you have your list of job openings that you wrote down yesterday?
Oh, I need to add something to it.
Well, no, we have a question from Mike. We can go rapid fire. He would like to hear your current job openings rankings.
Grambling State's now open too, by the way.
Who do you think will get that job?
I don't know.
He wants you to include Miami on your rankings of the current job openings.
I got Miami with question mark, and I got Penn State with question mark because I can see those both opening up. So.
Where would you slot Miami in the job openings? Behind LSU, behind USC.
Yeah, LSU would be number 1.
Behind USC, right? Would you go behind USC? I would.
I don't know, man. I don't know. USC, Miami. I don't know because both of them. USC plays in the Pac-12. There's no interest in the Pac-12. None.
And they play in a city that does not care about college football.
Does not care.
Which Miami does as well.
Well,
they're very similar programs.
That's why I'm stuck. Like USC, no one cares about USC football. Reggie Bush is not there anymore. Matt Leinart's not there anymore. Lindell White's not there anymore. Pete Carroll's not there anymore. Like, then you saw Snoop Dogg on the sideline. But no one cares. But I go USC. I give them the edge.
Would you throw Virginia Tech above those two schools?
No.
No, I would not either.
No. TCU is interesting, but TCU I think will still be behind Virginia Tech. Washington is open, but I would put Washington below those schools too because they played in the Pac-12.
They made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They should go hire your boy Steve Sarkisian back.
Steve Sarkisian may want to go back.
You know who's going to want to go back? And I have to credit the GOAT, Brent Hubbs, for putting this idea in my head. I don't steal.
Jim Moore Jr. should have been back.
No, he wanted to go to Connecticut.
I don't know why he was there.
The capital of college football, Connecticut, the Yukon Huskies.
I thought it was Rutgers.
Both. Brent Hubbs mentioned to me yesterday he thought that maybe Brian Harsin would want out and go back to Washington because of dealing with all those crazies down there in Auburn. He's more of a Pacific Northwest type of guy anyways. People are on his neck this week for losing that game to Mississippi State. Would Brian Harsin want to go back to out west and go to Washington?
Or USC? Well, who is USC?
I think James Franklin is going to USC.
Think so?
They need a salesman, and that's what James Franklin is. They need somebody that is going to get people excited, and James that's what James Franklin does. You think Hugh Freeze will go to Virginia Tech? You think Virginia Tech would talk to him?
They should.
Well, for some people, his past may be something that some don't want to deal with.
I mean, I don't know who you're going to hire if you're Virginia Tech. I mean,
Jimmy Chadwell.
You Virginia Tech.
Shane Beamer.
I would go Hugh Freeze over Shane Beamer.
Oh, I would. I'd go Hugh Freeze over just about any of the coaches that they're going to interview.
Yeah, I would definitely go Hugh Freeze over Shane Beamer.
What about LSU? What would you do if you were LSU?
Well, Scott Woodward has a track record of swinging big, so I would swing big. I would make Jimbo Fisher tell me no.
I think he already has.
Not officially.
I want Jimbo Fisher to go to LSU just so that video can haunt him. The video that we talked about yesterday of him saying that he would be the biggest idiot on the planet.
The dumbest person. Yeah. I mean, if I'm LSU, I'll reach out to Lincoln Riley. I mean, I don't know if why would you leave if you are Lincoln Riley, but I would reach out to him if I'm LSU, and I would keep it private as much as I could. I would do that through agents, so that way you can always be like, no, we didn't talk to Lincoln Riley. Nope. But you really did, but you really didn't. Like you can play that, because the last thing you want to do is get a public no from someone that is about to enter your conference and someone that you'll be playing against each and every year. So, I would reach out to Lincoln Riley.
If I'm Lincoln Riley, I'd rather be at LSU than Oklahoma.
I mean, better in-state talent.
If I'm LSU, they won't do this because they are too stubborn and they'll let their pride get in the way. It's the same reason Tennessee did not talk to Justin Fuente, which obviously in hindsight was a correct decision. But it's the reason that they didn't, and they didn't talk to Mike Norvell and won't ever talk to a coach at Memphis or in-state. They should go get Billy Napier and just call it a day. But are you really going to pay your women's basketball coach more than your football coach? I don't think that would go over that well.
I wouldn't call Billy Napier and just call it a day right now. I would go talk to Lincoln Riley. I would go talk to Jimbo Fisher. I would try those two first.
Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick.
Mike Tomlin said no. But that's what I would do. LSU is a top 5 job. So that's what I would do if I was Scott Woodward.
Maybe LSU will call Josh Heupel.
I doubt it. Cameron says Mel Tucker is going to LSU.
I like Mel Tucker.
So the middle Vol says, what about Kendall Browse to Virginia Tech? Maybe Kendall Browse gets a look this go around.
I could see that. Also, I could see Dave Aranda going back to LSU from Baylor.
Dave Aranda is a good one too. If I'm LSU, I would have him on the list. What he's done at Baylor has been dang good. I think Will Healy is a coach that is going to be on the move. From Charlotte. I can see him going somewhere.
But
maybe Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see him making that jump for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But not to one of the big ones.
No. Florida Vol fan says Butch Jones.
Yeah, he can take over at Florida after Dan Mullen bolts. I think Dan Mullen's going to take another job.
I think Butch Jones needs to get the job at Florida. I think that'd be great.
I think it would too.
Or Grambling State.
I don't know. Butch Jones would not last a day at Grambling State. He would not last. He wouldn't make it to lunch.
Nope.
He would not make it to lunch. I wonder what job Dan Mullen would take. I think he's going to take another job.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it would be best for him. Although he does have a $12 million buyout, and I think 6 of it is owed like within a month of him being fired. I would just say, y'all going to fire me. Get your money and then go get a job.
I think Dan Mullen is a northerner at heart.
He acts like one.
I want to say he's from Pennsylvania. So
he's a Yenzer.
Maybe Penn State.
Him and Daytona would probably get along really well.
Maybe Penn State, man.
If you're Penn State, why would you want Dan Mullen?
Because you're about to lose James Franklin. And what else can you get?
Bill O'Brien.
Forgot about Bill O'Brien too.
Bob, B.O.B. Alabama fans hate Bill O'Brien, by the way.
But Bill O'Brien's not going back to NFL to be a head coach anytime soon. So Bill O'Brien, you might think about him being a head coach at the college level too.
How do you think Butch would fit in at the barbershop at Grambling? He likes to go get his high top.
He wouldn't fit in.
His flat top done.
He wouldn't fit in. I saw an Arkansas State player hit the transfer portal. You want him?
Is he Kevon Bennett?
No, I don't think so. He's a running back.
I'm good.
865-255-03. Be right back.
At work? Can't call in? Don't feel bad. You can talk to the guys on the text box. It's part of the free Swain Event app.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
Litter is a big problem in Tennessee, but together we can do big things. We can make our cities, our waterways, our roads cleaner and safer. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is committed to reducing litter in our communities, but we need your help to do it. There are over 100 million pieces of litter in our roads at any given time, and it costs TDOT about $19 million a year just to clean it up. The first step to keeping Tennessee beautiful is to rally behind these 3 simple words. Nobody trashes Tennessee. Join the Nobody Trashes Tennessee movement at nobodytrashestennessee.com. Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help. JC's Tree and Landscaping Service specializes in quality tree work done at an affordable price. Trimming and removing trees are their specialty. They also offer other services like land clearing, stump grinding, crane services, and all of your basic landscaping needs for both commercial and residential. JC's will give you a free estimate and beat any written quote by a competitor to guarantee that you get the lowest price around. Don't risk your land with a fly-by-night service. JC's Tree and Landscaping is licensed and insured. Give them a call at 865-599-3799. Hey, it's Men's Health Month, so make sure to get all your levels tested with a comprehensive annual health assessment at Low T Center. They exclusively specialize in men's wellness. Low T Center now offers monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments for just $155 a month, self-pay, or is covered by most health insurance, and they ship directly to your home. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Don't remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. Attaboy is brought to you by Made in Tennessee Business Fiber Internet from Iris Networks. Find business solutions for you at irisnetworksusa.com.
Attaboy is brought to you by Iris Networks. 90 days, no payment for business, fiber, internet, and voice. IrisNetworksUSA.com. Bringing on the positivity this morning. Ben, you have us covered today. What you got?
Mr. Positivity is always bringing the positivity, and I am giving an attaboy to a local football player. Tennessee running back target and Carnes running back Deshaun Bishop,
ballin',
who had an outstanding junior season. In 12 games, he rushed for 3,179 yards and 34 touchdowns on 441 carries. 441 carries, 3,179 yards, 34 touchdowns. His 441 carries tie for the most in TSSAA single season history. His 3,179 rushing yards ranked second in TSSAA single season history. He also had 19 catches for 248 yards and 3 touchdowns. Just a heck of a season for Deshaun Bishop, who is liking what's going on at Tennessee. So likely a future Tennessee running back, if I do say so myself.
Are you giving him attaboy so he can commit early?
Yes. Let's just go ahead and get in the boat, Deshaun. Come on, brother. But it was really cool. Before the season, he told me that he wanted to rush for 3,000 yards this year in honor of his late cousin who was shot and killed. And he did that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He responded to 5-Star Prep's tweet of his stats from the year and said, "Give me one more quarter, and the record was mine."
Yeah, man, that's
a heck of
that's
a season.
remarkable.
Mm-hmm. And he did it against some pretty good competition as well. He wasn't just running around against scrubs like DR Vol and Volstorm. I mean, he went up against Powell and showed well.
What they got to do with anything?
I just feel like throwing them under the bus. Although Volstorm did go to Carnes. As did TC, right? Didn't TC go to Carnes as well?
TC and Athens went to Carnes.
Volstorm went to Carnes.
Travis Cabbage went to Carnes.
Yeah. KFLs, baby. Carnes for life.
Well, they're Beavers.
Well, I know, but the KFL sounds better.
I thought Beavers sounded better, but whatever. They're BFLs, Beaver for life. I thought that was better, but hey, whatever. Good job, Deshaun Bishop. Good job, man. So when you commit to Tennessee?
Soon, hopefully.
I was telling Meech and Wade about Deshaun Bishop. I was like, yo, do y'all realize, like, there's a kid here that's leading the nation in rushing? They was like, wait, what? And I told them his stat line at the time, which was, like, outrageous. They were like, wow. So
his stats have been outrageous all season.
Oh, yeah.
I've also went to Bearden. My bad.
How quick did he let you know?
With the quickness. Why'd you let me know so quickly, Volstorm? You too good for Carnes?
I think he is. 865-255-03. Yeah, good stuff there from you on Deshaun Bishop. Really, really good player. And he'd be a nice fit. Nice fit with Tennessee.
Sure would look good in this Josh Heupel offense.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Tennessee's in a good spot. Hard not for them to be. He really likes the offense. He really likes the coaches. Close to the home. I would be amazed if he did not end up at Tennessee.
Speaking of running backs, Jabari Small talked to the media. Right now he's sitting at 436 yards, 4 touchdowns, 88 carries. Would have had more if it wasn't for the shoulder injury. He's going to get a bigger load next year. Looks like Jalen Wright's going to slide possibly in number 2 spot, number 1 spot. Who knows what happens in the offseason. As it looks right now, Tyon Evans, all signs point to this kind of being his last hurrah here at Tennessee, and wish him nothing but the best. And the NFL is in his future. I hope that he goes and tears it up. I really do. But just today, it looks that way. So are you hitting the transfer portal, or are you getting multiple guys? Maybe one in transfer portal, maybe one from high school. I know Tennessee has put themselves in a great position with Justin Williams, the West Virginia commit from the Atlanta, Georgia area. He's a bigger back, so we'll see what happens.
This year proved that you need several. Because several. Even of the guys that are scheduled to return.
But any year you need several running backs.
Yes. But, I think you're really going to have to hit the portal because, like, Laneith Whitehead, D. Beckwith, like, are those guys going to be on the team next year? Jalen Wright, all 3 of those guys are going to be back next year? I would be surprised if all 3 were to return.
No, I would be too. I would be too. So this is the day and age of college football where coaches have to put way more energy and time into the personnel because it can change overnight. 865-255-03, hour 2 coming up.
Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing?
Calling around to get the best rate on a car loan.
Why? Everyone knows Alcoa 10 is the best choice to purchase a vehicle or refinance your current loan. And with low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
Good morning, Swain Event family. Several of you, like Ben McKee, have reached out to me for real estate assistance this year, and I want to say thank you. I appreciate your trust in me to ask questions and help you navigate the real estate world.
That's right, Jennifer. Buying a home is a scary process, especially for a first-time home buyer. Jennifer recently helped my wife and I buy our first home and made the entire process seamless. Her willingness to go above and beyond is what sets her apart.
As always, feel free to give me a call. Jennifer Morris, Keller Williams Realty, 865-257-7897, or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
Touchdown or Turnover is backed by Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, a place where you belong.
Touchdown or turnover, backed by Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, a place where you belong, better rates and better service. Okay, Ben, we are going outside of the SEC. At least it is outside the SEC for now. Lincoln Riley, who is 54-9 at Oklahoma, he was asked if he or his representatives had any contact or had been in touch with LSU. His response was, quote, "I coach at the University of Oklahoma. You know how I feel about this place and this program. We all been down this road many times before. You guys know where I stand, and that hasn't changed." End quote. Touchdown or turnover, Oklahoma fans should feel better after Lincoln Riley addressed LSU rumors. Touchdown or turnover?
Turnover. No, they shouldn't feel better because it's college football. It's not even college football. It's professional sports. Coaches say these things all the time and then bolt. They lie to the media and to the fans, and they say things that benefit them best for the time being. And it does not benefit Lincoln Riley to come out and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to consider the LSU job. I mean, it benefits him to come out and strongly deny the LSU rumor. So I say turnover. You can't trust coaches. And I'm not saying the coaches are wrong for doing what they do in these situations. I think that they're doing the right thing. I would do the same thing, but you still can't trust them because they're simply not telling the truth. So I say turnover.
I actually believe Jimbo Fisher.
I do believe Jimbo.
I believe Jimbo.
I believe Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I believe those guys. I think they have shut down rumors of them leaving pretty well. I will believe those guys. Here's the thing about Lincoln Riley. Man, he's a couple months older than me.
You old, Swain?
No, he's young. We young. That's what I was getting to. 38 years old. In 2020, he agreed to a 6-year, $45 million contract with Oklahoma. He's young. He's one of the young coaches in college football. But here's why I say turnover. He didn't answer the question, Ben. The question was that he or his representatives have been in touch with LSU. It's yes or no. It's yes or no. Lincoln, that's it. Had you been in contact with LSU or your representatives, you could have said, I don't know, which would be a lie. You can say yes or you can say no. But he didn't answer the question. He says, I coach at the University of Oklahoma. Duh, we know that. Then he said, you know how I feel about this place and this program. Okay, cool. We know how you feel about the place. That's great. You can feel good about the place and not coach there. Like, I'm pretty sure Bruce Pearl feels good about Tennessee because of his time here and the great work he did in the community. You can still like a place and not coach there. We've all been down this road many times before. You guys know where I stand, and that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed today. It hasn't changed yet. So all he did was say a bunch of nothing that did not answer the question that could change, and he would be looked upon as someone who just didn't lie at that time. So he never answered the question. So it is turnover for me. Oklahoma fans, you should not feel comfortable about Lincoln Riley being there next year because he did not shoot down this question at all.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. In fact, you kind of persuaded me in your direction, although I still just take what coaches say in a press conference with a grain of salt. But why would you not want to go to LSU if you're Lincoln Riley? Like, I know that Oklahoma is Oklahoma, but LSU might be the best job in the entire country.
It might be.
And as you pointed out yesterday on the show multiple times, as every media member who pays attention to college football has pointed out since Coach O got fired, the last three coaches at LSU have won a national championship. and yet there's been these dramatic swings on the pendulum at LSU in terms of being up and down with that program. I mean, this year has been an atrocious. And 2 years ago, won the national championship and had one of the greatest football teams of all time in college football. I mean, it has swung so dramatically, and yet they have still been able to win 3 national championships with the last 3 coaches, 2 of which are bozos. Like, Les Miles is not a good college football coach. Coach O's not a good college football coach. They won a national championship, and they'll live off of that forever. But I think that we would all agree that they're not great college football coaches and that they struck gold and they caught lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, Les did a better job than Coach O.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, Les should have probably had more success, honestly. Mm-hmm. But he did win one and play for one.
Yes. And look, Les Miles was fun at LSU. But, I mean, I think over time we've seen that he's not that great of a coach. He just found himself in the right spot. at a talent-rich institution with a lot of resources. I truly credit LSU more for Les Miles' national championship than I do Les Miles. Same with Coach O. Like, I don't think that they did anything special. I do somewhat credit Coach O for taking a step back and being a CEO, more of a guy that was hands-on with everything, because that's what he's done the past 2 years, and it's been a dumpster fire. That 19 national championship, he was all hands off and let Joe Brady do his thing, let Dave Aranda do his thing, which in hindsight makes sense. Look what Dave Aranda and Joe Brady is doing right now. How would you ever get in the way of what they're doing? But, I mean, you do have to give Coach O credit for checking his ego and doing so at minimum. But why, if you're Lincoln Riley, why would you not want to go to LSU? Like, Oklahoma's a really good job, don't get me wrong. It's very attractive for anybody, but I would leave for LSU in a heartbeat if they came calling. I don't care if I'm about to join the same conference as them. LSU has more resources, better resources. I'd much rather be at LSU.
Well, Lincoln Riley has hit the ceiling at Oklahoma.
Do you think the ceiling has changed at Oklahoma now that they're entering the SEC, though? Because I agree with you, but I also say that as Lincoln Riley hitting the ceiling of the Big 12 version of Oklahoma. Does the ceiling change for Oklahoma now that they're in the SEC?
Yeah, the ceiling becomes lower.
Not the roof?
Yeah, well, whatever Michael Jordan was saying. Yeah, I mean, this, he hit his ceiling at Oklahoma when Oklahoma was in the Big 12. They had Baker Mayfield, had all this talent, had Kyler Murray, had all this talent. You had Jalen Hurts, had all this talent, and you still couldn't get to the national championship game. You still couldn't win a championship. How do you think you're going to be able to get to, that position in the SEC? He's not. So if you are trying to win a championship, then LSU is the move for Lincoln Riley, because he's going to have better resources in terms of recruiting, and that's what it's about. He can still pull from the same state. Now, he can still pull from Texas, because Texas is right next to Louisiana, and Oklahoma has made a living in Texas for decades. So he can still pull from the same area at LSU and still have the in-state recruiting from Louisiana and also from Florida. There's players that come from Florida to LSU. So if I'm Lincoln Riley, man, this is a no-brainer. If he gets an opportunity to go to LSU, I'm going to LSU, which now we talk about, all right, what jobs will be, the top. If LSU is filled by Lincoln Riley, then Oklahoma becomes the second best job in the country.
I think it becomes the best job in the country.
Well, yeah, it becomes the best one after LSU is filled. Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Here's another Lincoln Riley touchdown or turnover for you real quick. Did you see the Lincoln Riley, Dave Aranda drama after the Baylor-Oklahoma game on Saturday?
Yeah, I saw that. Lincoln needs to learn the rules.
Okay, well then there's no point in saying touchdown or turnover, because you and I agree. For those who did not see, Baylor was up by 10, and people thought that the clock had run out and the game was over, and Baylor fans always stormed the field, but there was still some time left on the clock, and they brought everybody back out onto the field, and they had one final snap left, and Baylor was already up 10, and Baylor kicked a field goal on that one final snap that they brought everybody back out for, and Lincoln Riley was not happy about it in his post-game press conference, talking about sportsmanship and gamesmanship and so on and so forth. But what he was failing to recognize, although he actually started his press conference by mentioning why Dave Aranda did it, that he understood why he did it, and then he went on his diatribe about leadership and whatnot and sportsmanship. But in the Big 12, Baylor and Oklahoma are kind of neck and neck to potentially play in the Big 12 championship game. And in the Big 12, a tiebreaker comes down to, I believe it's margin of victory. And because Baylor and Oklahoma are coming down to the wire in the Big 12, and I mean, a tiebreaker could determine who goes to the league, Baylor needs all the points that they get. So that's why Dave Aranda kicked the field goal, and Lincoln Riley was not happy about it. So he gets an early for what for me?
Yeah, Oklahoma is 6-1 in the conference. Oklahoma State is 6-1 in the conference. Baylor is 5-2. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State play each other. So whoever loses that game might be on the outside looking in, and Baylor's able to slip into that Big 12 championship game, depending on the point differential. So that's why Dave Aranda did what he did.
Which every coach in America should be fired on the spot if they don't kick the field goal in that situation.
If you don't know the rules, give yourself, and your team a chance to play in a championship game. I mean, that says more about you not knowing the rules than not understanding what sportsmanship is all about. So
correct.
Change the rule.
Every coach in America kicks a field goal there.
Yeah.
Because you need the points because I know technically the game is over, but in a way they're still playing the game because those points could come into play down the road.
Yeah. D'Arval says comical coming from Raleigh since he runs the score up all the time.
That too. Go back and watch those Baker Mayfield games, those Kyler Murray games when it's the fourth quarter of a blowout and Baker Mayfield's still out on the field throwing the pigskin around when they're up multiple touchdowns. Or what about the game earlier this year where they beat Western Carolina like 76-0? How do you beat a team 76-0 if you're trying not to run up the score?
Nelson says, I'm not understanding what y'all are saying about Les Miles being a bad coach. See, Nelson, I didn't say he was a bad coach. I didn't say he was a bad coach.
I think he's a bad coach.
I
think Les Miles is, like I said a moment ago, Les Miles' success at LSU, in my opinion, was a product of the resources at LSU, not Les Miles just making chicken salad out of chicken crap, as Triple O would say.
This is where Ben and I will go our separate ways on Les Miles. It's hard for me to not give a coach credit who was 114-34 during his time at LSU. He did a good job. Should he have done more? Yeah, I've said that. I thought he should have competed for more championships with all that talent. You look at the NFL and all those players from NFL. Think about Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry was on the same squad. They had Zach Mettenberger, and they lost multiple games and never was really in a championship picture. Like, that's crazy when you think about it. Les Miles was a good coach there at LSU, in my opinion, but he could have and should have done more. Like, he could not get the offensive hire right. He could not get the offense going in the right direction.
His offense was archaic.
Yeah, that was his downfall, but he still was a good coach. That's my take on Les Miles.
My thought that is a coach is going to naturally win 8, 9, 10 games just by being at LSU.
Yeah, still got to give him credit for doing it.
I just think the talent is so overwhelmingly great, as you mentioned, all the NFL talent, that you could put me as head coach and we're still going to go win 8 games. Maybe more.
Man.
So
114-34, I can't call him coach bad or not good. I got to give him credit for winning those games. Should have done more, though.
He definitely should have done more.
Vol in Georgia says, I am sorry. Feel like an idiot. I am so programmed to think transfer portal when I hear someone isn't returning. I went back and listened to the first hour yesterday and now realize Evans would be leaving for the draft. No reason to apologize. I mean, Evans has his own reasons for doing things that he wants to do. I mean, I don't think Evans is taking the right approach. That's just my personal opinion. I think if you handle this the right way, you get yourself healthy, you come back, you take advantage of the opportunity to earn money with the NIL, and you give yourself a chance to have more film, healthy film, rather than carrying yourself the way you have this year and hoping to get drafted. Like, I just believe in creating more opportunities and more options for yourself. And I think coming back and marketing yourself in a way that helps you earn money from NIL, and then getting another year inside the SEC, showing that you're durable, showing that it's just not a one-year deal, I think will be good. So maybe he's not going to the league. Maybe he is. Maybe he's transferring. Maybe he's not. I do not know. But as of right now, there's not a lot of optimism about Evans' long-term here at Tennessee. And that may change. May change in 5 minutes. May change in 15. May change in a day. And it may not change. But these players' feelings about where they are and their role and what they want to do, it changes like the weather sometimes. 865-255-03. We'll take a quick timeout. Hour 2 is brought to you by Action 247, Tennessee's only legal sports book. Follow them on Twitter, TN Action 247, where right now use the Swain Event promo code and they will match your first deposit up to $400, 100%. 100% match on your first deposit at Action 247. Follow them on Twitter at TN Action 247. Swain Event. Be right back.
While the other guys are taking guesses, the Swain Event is taking you behind the scenes and in the huddle every morning from 7 till 10 right here.
When you start your own business, you know that branding can make or break a new venture. That's why Swain Event relies on 42nd Street. 42nd Street is a strategy agency focused on finding creative, open-minded, results-driven solutions to brand design. After over a decade of operations in East Tennessee, the brand architects at 42nd Street have the experience and creative know-how to ensure the success of your business branding, logo, web presence, and more. To see a real-life example of their amazing work, you can check out our website at swainevent.com. Don't trust the branding of your business to just anyone. Check out my friends at 42nd Street online at 42st.com or give them a call at 865-382-7007. 42nd Street, brand, strategy, design.
More and more Tennessee businesses are switching to Iris Networks for reliable, local, high-quality, high-speed business fiber internet. Iris provides direct internet access from 10 megs to 10 gigs with no payments for 90 days. Iris also offers next-generation business phones with work from anywhere capability from the mobile or laptop app. With local sales, support, and service, Iris is a partner in the community. Learn more at irisnetworkusa.com or call 865-448-IRIS. Iris Networks, a Tennessee business connecting Tennessee businesses.
Fellas, when it's time to freshen up that wardrobe, there's only one play to make, and that's to go see my friends at Mark Nelson Denim in downtown Knoxville. Find the latest in small batch denim in the heart of Knoxville. Denim isn't all they do, though. Mark Nelson also does custom suiting and blazers. Let your personal style shine with Mark Nelson. If you don't have time to go shopping for yourself, but still want that fresh look, then sign up for the NN Society. Let the experts handle the shopping and get $300 worth of merchandise for just $150 every other month. That's 6 times per year to keep you looking styling every day. Let Mark Nelson Denim help you be the best you, because when you look good, you feel good. Go to marknelsondenim.com. Litter is a big problem in Tennessee, but together we can do big things. We can make our cities, our waterways, our roads cleaner and safer. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is committed to reducing litter in our communities, but we need your help to do it. There are over 100 million pieces of litter in our roads at any given time, and it costs TDOT about $19 million a year just to clean it up. The first step to keeping Tennessee beautiful is to rally behind these 3 simple words. Nobody trashes Tennessee. Join the Nobody Trashes Tennessee movement at nobodytrashestennessee.com.
Hey there, Swain Event listeners. I'm excited to share my new Keller Williams Realty app so you can tour homes without leaving yours. Not only can you search for homes in specific areas and neighborhoods, you can also have access to real-time market snapshots on stats like average home price and days on market, plus commute times from your office, school zones, and much more. Download my app today and get the most accurate information on buying, selling, and investing in real estate in your area. Just search for the Keller Williams Realty app and click on More in the lower right-hand corner. Type in Jennifer Morris in the Your Agent search bar, then save and you're set. And as always, feel free to reach out at 865-257-7897 or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
It's Red Plastic Cop with some big news for you movie-making, content-creating video superstars. Show your mad skills and create a video of why it's so important to keep Tennessee litter-free. It's the TSS. It's Red Plastic Cop with some big news for you movie-making, content-creating video superstars. Show your mad skills and create a video of why it's so important to keep Tennessee litter-free. It's the TSSAA No Trash November Student Video Contest. Go to nobodytrashestennessee.com/TSSAA for details. High school and middle school students can submit their video and receive scholarships and prizes provided by TSSAA. Word, peace out. Is that still a thing? Am I being too cool for the school kids? Just asking.
You don't have to take an L just because you can't listen to the Swain Event live. You can catch up on the podcast posted daily on the app, online, and on iTunes.
Eight 865-255-03 is our telephone number. Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue, top 100 barbecue restaurant in America. Taking a look at the text box. GBO says Oklahoma did it a few years back when leading Baylor 66-30. So I guess they ran up the score on those guys.
They run up the score all the time.
Smokey Joe. So if you got a new phone, and especially new iPhone, if you got a new iPhone, the Swain Event app will not be showing up on the App Store. There's a long explanation why. I'm not going to get into it, but it is going to be back in a few days. So it's been resubmitted back to Apple, and it will be back up on the App Store. So it is available there at Google Play. We understand that most people have iPhones because, like me, we are smart people when it comes to technology. Just kidding, Android users. So that's why. So if you already have the app, cool, it's all good. But if you get a new phone, that Swain Event app won't be there because the app not on the App Store. So we got that handled and situated. So now it's really up to Apple to submit that to their App Store, and that will be in a day. So as soon as that happens, I will let everyone know. Trust me, it's been a pain in my butt, as well as it has been, I'm sure, for you going to the store and not seeing the app there. So that'll be handled in a couple days. J. Dobbs says, it's so Tennessee. Riley goes to LSU. Hyper goes to Oklahoma. Kids who got told to hit the road get to play for him. People already assuming that's going to happen, huh?
Yep.
John K. from South Carolina says Joe Brady is about to be off the hot seat quick because of Super Cam. I don't know, man. He's just Cam Newton. He ain't Super Cam anymore. He remember, he got cut in New England. He was not good at New England. He's not the same Cam at all. He's just the best option for the Panthers right now.
Yep. They made a mistake by going out and getting Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold looked like he had turned a corner with a new breath of fresh air to start the season. Played well those first couple of games, but before he got hurt, he was not playing well, and looked like the Panthers had made a bad decision to trade for him. I'll be curious to see what they do at quarterback this offseason.
They need to get some more help. John K. says Lincoln Riley's going to the Cowboys once they have an opening. Man, he had a chance this past 2 years ago when they hired Mike McCarthy.
Well,
because Lincoln Riley's name was mentioned and he wasn't interested then enough to go. Maybe times will change, but I don't think Mike McCarthy's going anywhere.
That's what I was about to say.
I mean,
not that I think that Mike McCarthy is the greatest coach of all time, but he doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon just because of the talent that's on that Cowboys roster.
Listen, Mike McCarthy is one of the few coaches in the NFL that has a Super Bowl. So, he's no Pete Carroll, he's no Bill Belichick, but he's pretty dang good, and it's working right now with the Cowboys. So he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Ken says Cam Newton absolutely sucks and has for years. He ain't super nothing.
Yeah, but Ken, you're saying that because of you not liking his personality, not because of him as a football player.
Yeah, he doesn't suck. I don't think an NFL quarterback like Cam sucks, but he's just not the same player as he was when he was the MVP of the league, and he basically carried the Panthers franchise that was so terrible in the front office, putting pieces around him. Now, he likes to have fun, but he's an energy guy. And if you look at Matt Rule's comments in his press conference, he is a fan of Cam Newton. So that's weird that a Bill Belichick, a Matt Rule, all these coaches be a fan of Cam Newton's energy and how he plays the game. His coaches and his teammates, I've never heard one word about him being a grandstand, me guy. But he has fun, and he brings a lot of energy to a team. But it's amazing to me how many people dislike Cam Newton. He's actually a pretty good dude, but he does love the attention, and he has fun, and he was a dang good player. He's still a good, decent player. He's just not the same Cam Newton as he was when he went to go win the win the MVP and compete for a Super Bowl.
I've never understood the Cam hate. I don't understand how you can dislike somebody because they have too much fun. They have too much energy.
Some people just like to shut up and play, guys.
I mean, I get that, but like to strongly dislike somebody because they're flamboyant and they have more personality than others, and because they like attention, like I just don't like, those aren't personal traits that should determine whether you like or dislike somebody. It's stuff away from football that should tell you to like or dislike somebody.
If they're like a bad person,
right?
Yeah, he's a good he's a good person. Does a lot of
a good person.
Yeah, he is.
That's why I've never understood the Cam Newton dislike.
All right, Jonathan from Columbia, Tennessee says, side note, did you see NV Pilardi is kicking it with the Dolphins? Love to see.
Special shoe, baby.
That's right. He's the real number one. VFL Shad says, do you think Evans gets drafted if he does enter the draft?
It would be late if he did.
I got to look at the draft board.
Has he done enough to get drafted? I mean, he's barely been available this year.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I think he is a really good player. I think he is someone that could play at the next level. But like right now, with a limited amount of film, and he has been in and out of the lineup due to injury. I mean, that's just. I'm on CBS Sports right now, and they got 4 backs, four NFL, 4 backs here on their college prospect list. They got Isaiah Spiller, number 1. They got Breece Hall from Iowa State, Kyron Williams from Notre Dame, and Kenneth Walker III from Michigan State. They don't even have anybody else listed. That's kind of weird to me. I just think it would be very tough for Tyon to be drafted where he wants to be drafted if he decides to leave this year. But that may not be something that he does. Something obviously is going on there where there's questions about his future in Tennessee.
Yes, and I think it's more so his personality. Don't think that he's a big school guy. He also has a kid. So I don't think like he's a bad presence in the locker room or on the verge of getting kicked off the team. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's not a big school guy, which who of us are big school people? I sure wasn't. And he has a kid, and that changes things dramatically. So maybe he's banking on himself. But I don't think he's like because he's a cancer in the locker room or anything like that.
You know, even if he goes somewhere else to another school, still got to go to school.
Yeah. I don't see him. I mean, I think he's either back at Tennessee or off to the NFL.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. There's a possibility he may be at another school. So we'll see.
There's always a chance.
Yep. We'll go back to the phones. And who we have? D'Arval?
We have Court involved first.
Courtval, good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys. It's been a couple of days since I've had a chance to talk to you. I've been covered up busy.
All right, man, that's good to hear. It's good to hear that you're busy.
Yeah, it's better than the latter, right?
That's right.
I got a quick comment about Tom, and I've got a question for you, Swain, and a question for Ben. A lot of people forgetting about Tom, which I know I'm not saying you guys have, but a lot of people forget Tom has a daughter and a little one. She's a real little kid, and a lot of people are just getting mad off. Well, he should be coming back. He's just being dumb. Well, I mean, trying to look out for his family. He's just trying to be a good father, and I support him on that. But I feel like what you all are saying is also correct. He doesn't really have a lot on film, if you ask me. And to me, in the league, running backs aren't as valued as they once were, and you need to be either superstar kind of running back, or you need to be like, well, basically Alvin Kamara. If you're going to be on everybody's draft board, Tom needs to understand that. And I'm not saying the boy is being boneheaded, but he's kind of being a knucklehead right now.
Well,
I know he's going to do what he wants to do.
If we know for a fact that the NFL is where he's going, I mean, it could be
valid.
Yeah, it could be another school because of academic reasons. It could, he could be just, coming back. So these are like 3 different possibilities that we have to explore and have to talk about, I think, equally until we know exactly what he's going to do. But if it's NFL route and we assume that, all right, you're going NFL because you have a daughter, I would push back on that and go, the NIL will help you in a huge way, so that way you don't have to jump to the NFL, risk not getting drafted, and not being in the league because you have been injured, because you may not be ready. But you can financially, be put in a better spot, coming back, doing everything you need to do from a PR standpoint to take advantage of the NIL, and then have a healthy year next year, and then put yourself in a better position to get drafted. I can make that argument. The NIL has changed things where, like, you don't have to just say, all right, man, I'm a 6th-round pick. I got a grade of 6th-round pick. I don't have a choice. I got to go. No, you don't have to go. You can come back and still make thousands of dollars and send money back home, or give money to your family, or take care of your kid. Like, you can still do that. You can do that in school now with NIL. Now, if he wants to come back, that's another thing. That's nothing really to discuss there. But if academically he's not a school guy and the school has its own requirements and he failed to reach those requirements, then maybe another school with different requirements may be the best option for him. But if he goes to another school, he still will have to go to school and take academics serious. So I understand his track record. He came from a JUCO. And if you come from a JUCO, something happened. Either you got in trouble or academically you didn't take care of business coming out of high school. So we have to understand that too. You still there, Corrington?
Yeah, still there. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, we still here.
Okay. I'll ask my questions and I'll hop off. That way I don't take up all the airwaves. But so for you, Swain, I just wanted to ask you, how do you think it's still a lot of battered ball syndrome, or is just we have so many? Well, I don't want to blanket statement it, but I just want to kind of say it seems like a lot of our fan base, that the louder ones, are just very sharp and soft when it comes to anything like it. We have people freaking out and thinking Heupel's going to up and leave. Heupel's a good dude. He ain't going nowhere. And for Ben, if I could bother you with it, because I know baseball is super early in baseball, but I just kind of wanted to get your idea of, like, where do you believe, especially if we take on Villanova this weekend and beat Villanova in basketball, you kind of start developing an idea of what this team might be. What do you foresee in the basketball team, and what do you foresee in the baseball team? I appreciate you guys' time. It was good talking to y'all again.
You too, my friend.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
With the basketball team, I think if they beat Villanova on Saturday, I think if they win one of the two games this weekend, it'll prove that they are legit. I mean, I do think that they are legit going into the weekend, but it will 100% confirm it for me, because there are still question marks. Olivier Camois looks better, but it's been against Lenore Ryan and Tennessee Martin and ETSU. If he goes out there and looks good against Villanova, that's going to say something to me. Or if Tennessee ends up playing Purdue on Sunday, and I hope that they do play Purdue, because North Carolina does not look good out of the gates. I don't know if they ended up winning or losing last night, but they were struggling with whatever team that they were playing midway through the game. When I was scrolling through my channel guide and I saw on YouTube TV, it gave the little preview, and they were losing to whatever no-name school that they were playing. So I hope that Tennessee plays Purdue on Sunday, because that would be a bigger test than North Carolina. But if Olivier goes out there and plays well against those two teams, then that's going to solidify that Olivier has truly made a jump. Kennedy Chandler, I think he's the real deal, but I want to see it against Villanova. I want to see it against Purdue. Santi, Josiah, these other guys that have appeared to make jumps. Like, I want to see them showcase their progression against these big-time teams. And if they do, then I think it confirms that it's a team that could make an Elite Eight, Final Four run. I truly believe that. So that's what I want to see from the basketball team. And then baseball, I mean, at minimum, it's super early. I think they're definitely a NCAA tournament team and one of the better teams in the SEC, and should be able to make a run at the College World Series.
I would rather take a hard loss early in basketball than
an easy win.
Than an easy win. You know, like you mentioned North Carolina, not being as good as Villanova, and I'm more concerned about how we are playing leading up to conference play, because how you play in conference play can influence the decision makers on where you're going to be seated in the NCAA tournament. And you're going to play more games in conference than you do out of conference anyway. So give me the tough test against Villanova. And if we take a lump, cool. If we win, cool. But that experience is what we need, and it is why Rick Barnes believes in scheduling these type of games, because, like, I want to be exposed. Expose our strengths, expose our weaknesses, so that way we can go and fix the weaknesses as quick as possible before we enter league play. And you start playing against the Alabamas and the Kentuckys and the Floridas and all these SEC programs who are now better in basketball. So I'm not going to freak out one way or the other when Tennessee plays Villanova. I want the early tough tests. That's what I want.
Yep, I'm with you. And to just provide a little more background on what I said about North Carolina, I mentioned, I guess it was Monday, that North Carolina was struggling against Brown, the prestigious academic institution in the Ivy League. They were losing to Brown 50-47 at halftime. And then last night they did beat Charleston, but had to rally to beat Charleston. North Carolina was losing to Charleston 42-36 at halftime and had to outscore them 58-41 in the second half to win that game. So North Carolina is 3-0, top 20 team, but they've struggled with two lackluster opponents their last two times out. So, and I would imagine that if Tennessee were to lose to Villanova, that's who Tennessee would play on Sunday, because North Carolina and Purdue play the game after Tennessee-Villanova, and however those two games go will determine the matchups on Sunday.
Let's get to our guy, D.R. Vol. D.R. Vol, good morning.
Anytime you mention Purdue basketball, I shiver just a little bit, guys.
I know, man. I know. You have flashbacks.
I balled my fist up.
186 North Main Street. Yeah, I'll never get over that.
You need directions? You lost?
What's that?
Are you lost?
Well, I'm going somewhere, but I don't know how to get there. It's kind of like J.J. Peterson playing college football.
Oh, man.
That Purdue game and the Michigan, I'm going to have to cut that off, guys.
Yeah.
Where are you going, bro?
What's that?
Where are you going?
I have no idea. I'm just following directions, running an errand this morning. I'm off work today. I'm having a test done tomorrow, so I can't really work.
Gotcha. You have fun with that test tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Jones, tell your background noise. You got to cut your background noise out, man. We're trying to do a show over here.
Well, it sounds like Matt Jones. I eat at good restaurants, unlike McDonald's.
Unlike Matt Jones, you don't yell at waitresses.
Yeah,
or employees.
Which is on brand for that guy. I mean, he's kind of like Lincoln Riley. Just find something to cry about.
All right, man. What you got today for us? I know it's good.
I'm going to make it quick since this woman won't shut up. So I got two questions, actually, Swain. Assuming Josh Heupel's not coaching Oklahoma next year, who do you see most likely leaving? I could see Golish because he's not really calling plays, or maybe like a Cody Burns.
Most likely to leave? Like which coach on the staff is most likely to leave?
Yeah, not necessarily because they were fired or anything like that, just because they're getting a new opportunity.
I mean, Golish is pretty sharp. He's a pretty sharp guy. I mean, he has that alpha male head coach type of vibe to him. It may be too early, but you just never know. He did come from Iowa State to Central Florida and joined him, so you just never know what connections that he has. I don't see anyone really leaving. To be honest, I mean, I think Cody Burns. I mean, you look at his tree, his ties. It's to Gus Malzahn. Why would he want to go back to Central Florida? Well, he was there just for quick hop and a sip of coffee to join up with Gus Malzahn, who continues to not do anything with quarterbacks. So I just don't see anyone leaving, honestly, right now.
That's what I like to hear. The second thing, I'm on edge because I haven't eaten in a while, and
all right, Matt Jones,
I want you to talk me down from it. We are looking to lose a lot of key contributors. Do you think we take a step down next season as far as record and performance?
Well, if you look at the strength of schedule this year, and ESPN released that, they ranked the SEC schedules. The ESPN FPI had Tennessee number 1. So the toughest schedule in the SEC. You look at who Tennessee has played. You played Ole Miss, ranked opponent. You played Pittsburgh, ranked opponent. And then all of your teams in the East that you play each and every year. So the schedule next year is going to be less difficult. I would assume that the offense would be better, more efficient, and faster, but that is dependent on, I think, what Hendon Hooker does. I think he should come back, but you just never know. But with him being back, I think this offense has a chance to be better. Defensively, you got to find some guys up front. I have confidence in Rodney Garner. Look what he's done with Caleb Tremblay. Look what he's done with the guys in a short amount of time. So I would assume that that our team should be a lot better next year.
Okay. That's why I like talking to you, Swain. You can always talk me down.
I think we got battered ball syndrome, man. Like you can just see it. Like, folks are already putting in their mind that Josh Heupel is leaving. And people already put it in their mind that the worst is going to happen based on what happened in the past. And so I'm not totally discarding that and not considering that, but I just don't live life like that, where like I'm, think that if something bad can happen, it's going to happen. If it happens, we'll deal with it when we get here. It's a possibility, but I'm not going to sit here and freak out and just create this story out of nowhere that Josh Heupel is going to leave to go to Oklahoma. Because last time Heupel had contact Oklahoma, it wasn't pleasant.
You remember the days we thought Butch was going to Michigan?
No, I don't remember the days where we thought that. You probably thought that, but we never thought that, because Michigan was never trying to get at Michigan. I mean, Michigan was never trying to get at Butch Jones. That was Butch agent trying to create that narrative to make more money here in Tennessee.
Shocker. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I will say I'll be with my kids at Dead End this weekend, and I think I'm going to meet up with Big Shot Rob. If you are available, y'all can come pay for our meals.
Well, I was meeting Big Shot Rob, so you can join us if you'd like.
I'll let you join us.
Let's go. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right, yeah. We'll see y'all Saturday then. Y'all have a good day, guys.
All right, you
too.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for your GPS?
Not radio appropriate.
Oh, my gosh. Goodbye.
865-255-03 is our telephone number. Speaking of DR Vol, I know DR Vol will get a big kick out of this, and that is using the promo code Swain Event there at Action 247. It's local. It's legal. It's a sports book. It's Tennessee's only legal sports book. And, hey, listen, you got pride in Tennessee? Well, keep it in Tennessee with Action 247. They are doing a $400 deposit match. All you have to do is use the code Swain Event. New customers only. Swain Event, 100% match on your first deposit up to $400. We know DR Vol loves to get in on these games. If you followed my picks last week, you might have made a little bit of money. We'll see how this week goes. 865-255-03.
Do you have a name for your GPS?
Nope. I do not. Do you?
Nope.
I didn't know people name their GPS.
Oh, it's a thing.
I know people that name like their vehicles and their cars, but
do you?
Nope.
I've never done that either.
Nope. My wife names her car, but like I don't.
What's your current car's name or her current car's name?
I think like Veronica or something.
Veronica?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, man.
Do you know how she came up with that?
Nope. Don't care. Are you happy, wife? Are you happy naming your car Veronica? Yes? Cool. I'm happy too.
She would be more happy if you knew the meaning behind Veronica.
Hey, maybe I'll ask, but listen, all I know is she was happy. I ain't trying to disrupt that.
I feel that.
Hey, man.
I feel that.
Because maybe my question may make her unhappy. I don't want to mess it up. You happy? Okay, cool. Veronica it is. I don't call the car Veronica. But, some people name their cars and vehicles. I don't do that. 865-255-03. Vol from Charlotte says Linda is the name of their GPS. Middle Tennessee Rick says, my wife calls my GPS the B word in the box. Courtenval just being petty. You ain't right, Courtenval.
I don't think that's being petty. I think that's me living rent free in his head.
Courtenval says that his GPS name is Benjelina McKee.
That just means that Courtenval thinks about me all day, every day. It's a little weird, Courtenval. See, people name their GPSs. I think you should name your GPS.
No, I'm not.
You know the name of my GPS?
You said you don't have a name.
GPS.
That's it.
Do you know what GPS stands for?
Nope.
Neither do I.
Don't care.
Somebody out there is saying, y'all don't know what GPS means. The Global Positioning System.
No, had no idea.
Learn something new every day.
Don't care. Kevin in Houston said that he named his car Halle Berry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry. Make that right turn. Let's see here. Chris from Dyer says Kiffin was going to go to USC. Did happen. Dooley was going to go to Georgia. Butch was going to go to Michigan. Pruitt was going to go to Alabama. Hype was going to go to Oklahoma. Our fan base, man. God love them. Yeah, I remember that conversation about Pruitt in Alabama. I was like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? Who cares? Like, if he builds this thing up to the point where he actually is getting any interest from Alabama, that's great for us. Cool. I knew that whole thing with Butch in Michigan was a sham. I knew he was just doing that, generating that buzz to get some more money. Michigan was not going to hire Butch Jones. That was a dream job of his, but I didn't see that happening.
I wish he would have gone to Michigan.
I know he was trying to drum up some talk with Virginia Tech because the same guy who hired him at Cincinnati went to Virginia Tech and was the AD, so he was trying to use that to drum up more money at Tennessee. You ain't right, Daraval. I will not slander our VFLs.
He's not a VFL.
Yes, he is.
Did he graduate from here?
He's a VFL.
I think he is. Dang it.
Daraval says, I had a broke down truck. I named it Dontavius Blair.
I also haven't heard that.
It was big, but didn't do anything. See, why would any player want to come here and deal with Daraval?
He's from your neck of the woods. He didn't finish. He went to West Alabama. He's not a VFL. We don't have to count him.
Yeah, that's a great area.
He's a WAFL, West Alabama for life. TFL, he's a Tiger for life. He's from your neck of the woods. Anniston, maybe he's your cousin.
I got a lot of family in Anniston. Bo from Riceville says my GPS is B in the box. Well, B in the box is
popular.
A popular name.
I don't. But why the hate for the B in the box? My GPS is very nice to me and helps me get places.
I agree. ATL VFL says Walter Nolan gives me Jay Hardy vibes. Yeah, just because the recruitment feels like a circus, which is something that I'm not interested in. So you will not find me emotionally getting up and down over recruits. Not doing it. Ken says there's zero chance Tyon gets drafted right now. Please, Swain, get in his ear and help him think through this. The NIL money and staying at Tennessee another year is his best chance. I think people are just assuming that NFL is what he's going to do, and there's other possibilities. I mean, he could go to another school. He could stay, or he could try to go to the NFL. I agree with you there, Ken. I don't think the NFL is your only option now. NIL can help you.
I think Tennessee should bring back Ken's favorite running back of all time, Eric Gray.
Oh, yeah.
I bet Eric Gray would love to be back at Tennessee right now.
Let's see. Ken says, wonder what his teammates thought of him in the Super Bowl when he fumbled the ball and made a clear decision not to give effort to recover it. I don't know. We haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, haven't heard anything about it.
And that's a bad look on Cam. but not a reason to dislike him personally.
No, still not a good reason. That was a bad play, but
correct.
It's bad play. Bad play. It's it's like when a quarterback throws a pick and doesn't run to go get it because coaches are telling their quarterback just let it go, and you don't want to get yourself hurt. So I can see how that played in the Cam's mind that moment. It still was the wrong decision. But Ken don't like him because he stole stuff from Florida when he was a freshman. He got special treatment for NCAA when he got paid through his father. Golly, Cam. Oh, man. Hour 3 coming up.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Hey, it's Men's Health Month, so make sure to get all your levels tested with a comprehensive annual health assessment at Low T Center. They exclusively specialize in men's wellness. Low T Center now offers monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments for just $155 a month, self-pay, or is covered by most health insurance. And they ship directly to your home. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
At Iris Networks, we know that business communication solutions are critical to your success. Since 1998, we've been helping businesses in East Tennessee by providing reliable and affordable high-speed fiber internet and voice solutions. That's why Iris Networks is your Tennessee communications partner. With internet speeds up to 100 gigs and work-from-anywhere solutions like mobile apps, video conferencing, and file sharing, we make sure you can stay connected to your customers and great communities we live and work in. Iris Networks, because just like you, Tennessee is our home.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
It's red plastic cup with
Official
some
UT
big news
license
for you
plate is
movie-making,
available at
content
Tennessee
creating
County
video
locations
superstars.
Show your across the state.
And create a video
$15
why it's so
for
important to keep
$35
Tennessee litter-free.
annual specialty
It's the
plate fee will go
TSSAA No
for
Trash November Student Video
scholarships
Contest.
for
Sponsored by
UT
Nobody Trashes
students. Go to alumni.
Go to nobodytrashestennessee.com/TSSAA for details. High school and middle school students can submit their video and receive scholarships and prizes provided by TSSAA. Word, peace out. Is that still a thing? Am I being too cool for the school kids? Just asking.
Let's get to Vol Storm. Vol Storm, good morning.
You know what I call my GPS?
What's that?
Google Maps.
That works too.
Me
You
too.
people need to quit naming inanimate objects.
Yeah, I use Waze, so I just call it Waze.
Yeah. You know, it's a car,
I don't like how
it's a phone.
cartoony
You know,
Waze is.
I don't need an emotional attachment to my electronic device.
Interesting.
No
Whereas Ben's GPS calls him the bee in the box.
Maybe.
Guys, I think we as a fan base need to take a step back and remember some lessons from history about how agents like to manipulate the media? Everybody's getting all up in arms about, well, this coach may be going there. Well, Heupel may go to Oklahoma because Lincoln Riley may go to LSU. You do realize agents put this information out.
They love it. They love it.
Because they want to get their coaches raises.
Yep.
See Mike Gundy.
Yep.
That's why I love this time of the year when I feel like we have a coach that's in place, because I could sit back and watch everybody else freak out about it.
Absolutely.
And as far as Tyon Evans, he doesn't have enough film. He's been hurt most of the year, and as Corey Tenval said, running backs are not a premium position right now. If your name isn't Derrick Henry or Alvin Kamara, you are not a premium position.
Or Najee Harris.
No, Ben. Not Najee Harris. Don't even try.
Not Najee Harris.
Don't even try it. Oh, don't even try, Ben. You can't. You call Ben. Oh, Najee Harris. No, Ben.
Yeah, what's the Steelers'
first round
record
back?
right now? You couldn't even beat the Lions.
Well, that is the Steelers as a team, not Najee individually. Najee did his part.
That should be great
Najee's
here
on the
soon.
team, ain't he?
He'll be great. He'll be great here soon. He'll be in the conversation here soon, but not yet. Not yet. Continue, Volstorm. Don't let Ben his Najee Harris, comment try to distract you.
God, I've never seen somebody root for a Bammer so much.
You root for Derrick Henry. The cat got your tongue now?
I support.
Can't say
I
anything?
support the home. Hey, I support my home state team. Well, kind of like you do.
Yeah, like how I went to Tennessee, got
Like
a
how
degree
you
from there, and
support
have it
a
hanging
Bammer.
up in my
Exactly.
office.
Y'all are great.
You don't even like the NFL. What are you talking about?
No, I love the NFL. I just don't, buy the gear and root for a particular NFL team.
So you're a bandwagon fan.
Whatever. Let's put it this way: there are teams I will not root for, like the Patriots.
I got you.
We can agree on that.
But listen, you have a good point about Tennessee fans just needing to relax and understanding that this is a time of the year where agents play the game. And you can't really get mad at Jimmy Sexton or these agents because they're doing their job, which is to help their client get paid. I understand where the school's coming from because they're starting to get tired of guys like Jimmy Sexton because they're driving up the market and robbing athletic programs. So I understand both sides of it, but we have to understand the game. Understand the game. This is a time of year where agents want to build value with their client.
Exactly. And, as I told you yesterday, with the fact that they have a early signing day with NIL, with everything like that, then it makes those agents and some of the ADs want to push that timeline up further and further and further because they don't want to miss out on the big recruiting class.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm not going to sit here and create anxiety for no reason. I'm not creating drama.
No. Well, it's not you. It's a bunch of people in our fan base putting up, well, Heupel may leave, blah, blah. Heupel, I'm not saying he won't go, but the chances are highly unlikely.
I'm with you.
Guys, before I go, any explanation as to why Austin Price was dressed up like an Easter egg last night? See you, boys!
Austin thinks he's going to play golf every day. He likes dressing up as a golfer.
And then loves to make fun of people who aren't dressed as fancy as he is.
Yeah, Austin likes golf so much that he dresses up like a golfer every day. He did mention on the show yesterday that Halloween is one of his favorite holidays, and it's not even a holiday.
Oh,
it's not even a real holiday.
And he hates Thanksgiving.
Who doesn't?
That tells you all you need to know about Austin, that he hates Thanksgiving.
Like, Christmas is Christmas. Like, Christmas is awesome. But, guys, Thanksgiving is freaking amazing as well. Get the family all around. Like, Christmas and Thanksgiving are the two holidays where, like, people travel from out of town to be together. Those two are by far the best holidays. Like, it's not even close.
You don't travel to see your uncle for Valentine's?
No, it's not a real holiday.
Valentine's Day is a holiday.
It's made up.
It's more of a holiday than Halloween.
I
think.
I mean,
Cupid is made up, isn't he?
Give me the two holidays where people travel thousands of miles and we see busy roadways and traffic in Chattanooga, your favorite, and like people get on airplanes and travel to see family and take off work. Like, those to me are real holidays because you are spending time with family. And then you got grandma and mama breaking out new dishes and you know, using plates and silverware that you don't use at any point of the year. Like, that's a holiday. That's a real holiday. And you get football that's and sporting events that's played on the day because they know everyone is sitting around the television watching ball. Like, Christmas, you get NBA. It's a quadruple header of basketball. In football, you get the Detroit Lions, okay? And then you get some other games too. But, like, that's a real holiday to me. All right, I'm not going on a tangent.
Speaking of, I'm about to go on a rant. Speaking of the Chattanooga traffic, it is time for change. It is time for Chattanooga to get their act together because yesterday I was talking to a quarterback prospect from the state of Alabama who lives in Birmingham and was here for the Georgia game, and he almost didn't make it to the game because of traffic in Chattanooga. He didn't get here until 10 minutes before kickoff. So we as Tennesseans need to come together and find out a way to get rid of traffic in Chattanooga because it is now hampering Tennessee football's ability to recruit and get players to campus.
Was he a 5-star?
4-star. Top 300 player.
Let's think about it. Foxball maybe is right. Aren't all holidays made up? Yes, that's not the point. Nelson says, Swain, tell your wife Valentine's Day ain't real. See how that goes. No, I ain't doing that. No, sir.
Thankfully, my wife is not a big Valentine's Day celebratory type of person. She's cool with just chilling.
No, mine is. So I need to take that out the podcast. BC1 Cam says, I've worked with Cam Newton and his dad to set up his foundation's financials. He is truly a selfless guy off the field. What we see publicly is his competitive nature. Yeah. I don't know about that Cam Newton hate, man. Ken, you might want to address that. Let's get to Dave Toner. Dave Toner, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful.
Good. I'm going to have to shorten my call. I'm just going to say what I have to say, and then I'll let you answer because I'm meeting my mom and dad for breakfast because I'm not going to see them on Thanksgiving, so I'm taking them to breakfast today. So here's my thing. I don't think that he is draft ready. I think that he would end up having to go as a free agent, and I hope he doesn't make that mistake. I understand he's got a little kid. I coached a kid down in Brunswick, Georgia. He ended up getting a scholarship to MTSU, okay? His dad made me his legal guardian while he was in college. And but his dad, all he seen was dollar signs, okay? This kid was a quarterback in high school, but he was a running back in general. And at MTSU, they moved him to running back. He had a one good game. I think he had like 109 yards against Alabama. And his dad says, you're coming out, you're coming out. He by no means was he ready to come out. But he came out, went undrafted. He did get picked up by the Cowboys, I think. I think he ended up playing on special teams for a couple years, and that's it. So now I have a question. My question is, my quarterback from down here in Florida, you know the guy that transferred or went to the transfer portal?
Ryan Maurer.
Yeah. Has he named a school that he's going to?
No.
And then let me ask you this, Swain. I have no idea about this. So say Harrison Bailey, he's in the portal. Say he decides to go to Iowa, okay, and Iowa gets a bowl game. Can he essentially at that point become part of the team and get those 15 extra practices? And I'll hang up and listen.
It's a good question. So if he decides to commit to Iowa today and Iowa goes to a bowl game, can he go and practice? I don't see why he wouldn't be able to.
I'm pretty sure he can.
Yeah, I don't see why he
As long as he's enrolled at that school, he can practice, I believe.
Yeah, I don't see why he couldn't. But yeah, I want to see where Harrison Bailey and Brown Maurer go. I hope they go tear it up. I thought Daytona said that his call's gonna be short.
What's crazy is
call was long.
No, it was short. It was just jam packed full of information. I mean, his longer calls don't even touch on that many questions.
Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. 865-255-03. Be right back.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go?
It's Red Plastic Cup with some big news for you movie-making, content-creating video superstars. Show your mad skills and create a video of why it's so important to keep Tennessee litter-free. It's the TSSAA No Trash November Student Video Contest. Sponsored by Nobody Trashes Tennessee. Go to NobodyTrashesTennessee.com/TSSAA for details. High school and middle school students can submit their video and receive scholarships and prizes provided by TSSAA. Word, peace out. Is that still a thing? Am I being too cool for the school kids? Just asking.
Or break a new venture. That's why Swain Event relies on 42nd Street. 42nd Street is a strategy agency focused on finding creative, open-minded, results-driven solutions to brand design. After over a decade of operations in East Tennessee, the brand architects at 42nd Street have the experience and creative know-how to ensure the success of your business branding, logo, web presence, and more. To see a real-life example of their amazing work, you can check out our website at swainevent.com. Don't trust the branding of your business to just anyone. Check out my friends at 42nd Street online at 42st.com or give them a call at 865-382-7007. 42nd Street, brand, strategy, design.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done, and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy. Fellas, when it's time to freshen up that wardrobe, there's only one play to make, and that's to go see my friends at Mark Nelson Denim in downtown Knoxville. Find the latest in small batch denim in the heart of Knoxville. Denim isn't all they do, though. Mark Nelson also does custom suiting and blazers. Let your personal style shine with Mark Nelson. If you don't have time to go shopping for yourself, but still want that fresh look, then sign up for the NN Society. Let the experts handle the shopping and get $300 worth of merchandise for just $150 every other month. That's 6 times per year to keep you looking styling every day. Let Mark Nelson Denim help you be the best you, because when you look good, you feel good. Go to marknelsondenim.com.
If you want to get in on the conversation, call the Iris Networks hotline at 865-200-5503. Grow your business with Iris Networks high-speed fiber internet. irisnetworksusa.com.
Hour number 3, powered by Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. It is Men's Health Month. So make sure you get all of your levels tested with the comprehensive annual health assessment at the Low T Center. They will check all of your levels, not just your testosterone. Low T Center specializes in men's wellness. And right now they offer the convenience of monitored self-inject at home treatments, testosterone treatments for just $155 a month for self-pay or covered by most health insurance. They ship directly to your home, only $155 a month, and they will ship directly to you. If you have insurance, they will cover it. lowtcenter.com, reinventing men's health care. Ben McKee, Jason Swain, Swain Event fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Swain Event had a meeting yesterday.
I wasn't involved.
Yes, you were. We had a meeting. It was at Dead End Barbecue. You was there.
No, I thought you were talking about
you had the Mac Attack sandwich.
Ooh, it was so good. It was so good. But I'm gonna have to make it audible because Big Shot Rob and I
check
are
Omaha.
going to eat on Friday when he gets to town. Big Shot Rob and I, not you, D'Arval.
Am I invited?
Yes.
Thank
you. D'Arval is also invited, but we just can't get it twisted. Big Shot Rob and I are going, and D'Arval can tag along if you'd like. But I was going to get the Mac Attack when I went with Big Shot Rob, but I can't get it back to back. Which I'm stunned when I think about it. I've never had Dead End's ribs, and like ribs are like my favorite barbecue. But I've never had the ribs. I don't really know why. No particular reason. Just haven't. I think I'm gonna get ribs.
Okay.
This weekend. I've never had them.
You go on Friday?
I gotta switch it up.
Go on Friday? So you gotta go with the full slab.
I think we're going Friday. Friday or Saturday.
You gotta go full slab. Now Saturday you might have to go with the half slab. Because the last thing we need is you falling asleep during the game, which is highly possible against South Alabama.
Why?
Because they are bad.
A 7:30 game.
Dude. What is today? Wednesday? We haven't mentioned South Alabama one time. They're 5-5. They're 2-5 in the Sun Belt. Their head coach is named Kane Womack. He's in his first season. Josh Heupel is in his first season. They have the same identical record in their first season. Are you ready for some stats?
Sure.
Need some coffee? To wake up from the South Alabama talk? This is why people want 9-game conference schedules. This is why fans want better games.
It's not even look. I am a proponent of the 9 games, but can we play all non-conference games at the beginning of the year when we are desperate for football and we're okay with these games? Like in September, we weren't complaining about Bowling Green or Tennessee Tech because we were just excited for football.
No, you gotta have one of these games sprinkled in November. You have to. Come on now. Come on, man. You can't be playing Ole Miss, Georgia, Alabama, all back to back to back, Kentucky back to back. Come on, you need a little break. Like you have the bye week, but you kind of need a bye week game. This is the bye week game.
So
the problem,
you don't want a 9-game conference schedule,
dude. I'm cool with the way it is, to be honest.
Well, it's not going to stay the way that it is, to be honest.
But here's what I want. I just want these games to be played in the daytime.
I just don't want these games to be played at all.
Nah,
these games are pointless.
I want these games.
No. Give me Vanderbilt twice.
No, that's not going to happen. Everyone's counting 7 wins already. I was on station in Mobile. Was that yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. And, I was talking about Tennessee winning 7 games. And South Alabama is down there. And they were like, so you just counting 7 wins already? What about South Alabama and Vanderbilt? I was like, what about them? Like, Vanderbilt's terrible. Let's not fake the funk here, guys. Let's keep it real. Like, these 2 teams are not good. Tennessee should beat them. Do we want to go to a bowl or do we not want to go to a bowl? Do we want to go to a nice bowl? Because the last time I checked, Alex Golish at the quarterback club on Monday, quote,
I'm ignoring you. I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Said, hopefully they go somewhere where it's warm. Well, you need to play some of these games right here, these easy win games, to help you get to those type of destinations for bowl games. So
look, if you want to take the soft approach to life, and be good with these little games, then you go for it. But being the masculine man that I am, give me a 10-game SEC schedule so we can eliminate both Tennessee Tech and South Alabama.
Good. And so on your way to the Birmingham Bowl each year, you can stop in Huntsville and visit your family.
I will. And Tennessee's not going to go to the Birmingham Bowl. I mean, they might after Josh Heupel leaves for Oklahoma. We end up with some other slap. You know what?
Oh God! Stop it!
These South Alabama games are just so annoying. It's like, why are we playing South Alabama? Why is our money going to a school in the state of Alabama?
Now that's a good point.
Why can't we play Austin Peay?
Now that's a good point. Now I'm with you on that one.
Not even like Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, and Florida directional schools should be banned.
I'm with you on that one. I'm on your side. We can play, some teams in Tennessee and give them that money. I'm with you.
You know where you didn't even know where South Alabama was until last night. Do you know what stadium they play at in Mobile?
People's Stadium?
Sure. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's where they play the Senior Bowl.
Yeah. I did know that. I was telling, Cade, the Prime, that, he's going to be in Mobile here soon, and I was referring to the Senior Bowl. So I do know that about them. That's really it.
What did Cade have to say about South Alabama? You asked him about it about 10 times.
He told you. He said they're great. Great team. Going to be a hard challenge.
He said it should be fun. they got a couple nice ends. It should be fun.
He said, hey, they're tough. They're a tough opponent. We got to bring our best A game.
Here comes C-Mac with his.
To be able to beat the Jaguars.
Morning BS.
My brother got a scholarship to South Alabama.
But Tennessee don't want to play Memphis. ...
Hey, I would rather play Memphis at this point of the season than South Alabama.
Yeah, you know why? Because Memphis is butt-booty terrible. That's why. You want to play Mike Norvell's Memphis or Justin Fuente's Memphis this week?
I'm talking about whatever Memphis this year. I would rather play Memphis. At least there'll be more interest in the game because, you have Memphis and Tennessee fans. There's that in-state rivalry. So,
since when did C-Mac become a Memphis fan? By the way,
dude,
he's been clamoring and clutching pennies, you know what, for like the last month. Where did this come from?
Dude, last week I saw some retweets and likes from. I was wondering, I was like, what is the NC State stuff on my timeline? Well, C-Mac liked some tweet talking about NC State, and I saw it. I was like, oh, God, I just rolled my eyes.
So let me get this straight. C-Mac likes NC State, Memphis, and maybe Tennessee.
I mean, he does have ties to Memphis. He kind of like Vol Nation, you know. You got to give those guys a pass.
But see, Vol Nation isn't bad about it because he doesn't run his mouth towards Tennessee as a Memphis fan. C-Mac's over here talking trash about Rick Barnes and Tennessee's basketball program.
Never. He would never do such a thing. 865-255-03, my man Brian Hunsucker, who, man, this is what I love about Tennessee football. I got a chance to meet Hunsucker for the first time in like years of talking back and forth on Twitter. But he says, Thanksgiving, he loves Thanksgiving, but don't be experimenting on Thanksgiving. That's a line from the video I shared with y'all a couple days ago, where the mom was mad, cussing up a storm of her daughter because she decided to experiment on the macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. You experiment on your own time. You don't experiment on Thanksgiving. You did it yourself. You never experiment on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, top 2 holiday. Not even close. 865-255-03. Who's on the phone?
Memphis Mac.
Who?
Memphis Mac.
Is that C-Mac or Memphis Mac?
Memphis Mac.
Memphis Mac, good morning.
Y'all some funny people this morning, y'all.
Oh, it's C-Mac. C-Mac, did you say C-Mac or did you say Memphis Mac?
I whenever I call in, I don't say my name.
So Ben did that. Ben's such an instigator.
Well,
man.
this is not true. He said you can either go by NC Mac or Memphis Mac this morning. Your choice. I said, all right, Memphis Mac coming up.
You see how McKee just been lying?
He instigated, man. He's instigated.
You started this by
lied
running
so
your mouth on
effortlessly.
Twitter about the good Deacon Barnes, and I'm here to finish it.
What did I say about?
You said he's old and
the
crusty.
Deacon? I don't remember saying all that.
What did you say,
I don't
C-Mac?
remember saying all. I really don't remember. To be honest with you. I'm not sure what Ben is referring to.
Ben's on.
But I
one
did
this
want to
morning.
clear up. He's always on one. I did want to clear up, I guess, just a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Your boy was born, like for the most part, in Memphis.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew this about you.
Yeah. So Memphis is always going to be a part of me. Like
that's cute.
You know, just like anybody else that's from there that spent time there. You know, Memphis is always going to be in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's right. I know that about you. I know a lot about you.
No,
C-Mac.
no. You're not going to turn this into a city of Memphis thing. We're talking Memphis athletics.
But-
that is different.
But you know, Big
Memphis high
O
school
said
fan?
it last night. No, but hold on. Big O kind of said it last night, and there is one little augmentation. So I guess since my departure from Memphis, there has been a little bit of a lull of that orange wave.
Well, now you're like 60.
But shut up. Ball Nation could tell you. Definitely when he had time out there, we did get a lot of exposure to, Tennessee. And I guess that changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now we're starting to see a little bit of a resurgence in that area, making sure, we appropriately have some orange sprinkled out there in West Tennessee. So that's where that comes from. Y'all know, I did a little time at NC State. Swain, you can keep rolling your eyes with, the content.
Why you make it sound like you went to prison? Yeah, I had to do some time over there at NC State, I had to do some time. I'm on probation now though, I had to do some time. I had to do about 2.5 years of good behavior. Why you make it sound like it's a prison sentence, man? Oh, you mad? You mad, C-Mac? He mad. C-Mac, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, C-Mac. Don't get mad at me, man. I'm sorry, man. Call back, man. I apologize. I am sorry. But you did make it sound like it was a prison sentence. Had to do some time over there, man. My lawyer, man. My lawyer jacked up, man. I was gonna do probation, but I had to serve 2 years.
And now he's texting me. You hang up on me. No,
that's your
call
phone.
Dropped off.
That's your phone, man. That's your phone. Had to do some time over there at C-Mac, over there at NC State. He making it sound like he was at Rikers Island or something. Oh man, is he back?
No, we got Rusty.
All right, Rusty. Good morning.
Apparently called in to defend his buddy.
Hey, Rusty. Good morning, man.
Don't drag me in this.
Hey, Rusty, you gotta admit, man, he did make it sound like he was doing a prison sentence at NC State.
I wouldn't listen.
Yeah, right. All right. What's up?
Same old. He's gonna be out here tomorrow, and we're gonna be kicking it, and there will be no love for the Memphis Tigers.
Like here's the thing, Rusty. There's love for Memphis, the city.
Yes.
All for the Grizzlies.
There's love for Memphis, the city, and there's pride that guys like Vol Nation and C-Mac have for the city of Memphis.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but the school is something different.
Vol fans in Memphis hate Memphis High.
I mean, I can support the Bucks up in East Tennessee. There's nothing wrong with that and whatnot, and they're not a rival, and heck, Memphis isn't a rival either. But if the two teams are on the court together, on the field together, or any kind of playing surface, the one in orange is who we all support. There's no getting around that, and that goes for Memphis or East Tennessee State or Chattanooga or whoever. And anybody disagrees, yeah, they might have to catch some hands. I know he's listening. He's gonna get so mad.
C-Mac mad right now, man. He trying to pretend like his phone messed up, but he really hung up on us. He was mad. He was mad. I'm sorry, C-Mac.
I said, why you hang up on me?
I'm sorry, C-Mac.
Your phone dropped off, C-Mac.
Met a dude yesterday from Mobile, and just randomly, and he was like, "My nephew plays in South Alabama. We're coming up there this weekend. It's going to be a good ball game." And I was like, "Yeah,
no, it's not.
It should be fun. I wish y'all the best."
It's going to be good for your nephew because he gets a chance to play in Neyland Stadium. That's it.
Yep, and it's going to be a good paycheck.
That's it.
And all the scholarships next year y'all can thank for.
Yeah, that's the only thing good about this game.
Hey, well, I don't have much else today. I just wanted to call in and say that it's not okay to be pulling for Memphis when they're playing the team in orange. You can pull for them the rest of the year.
No, it's never okay.
Like Ben said, we're a UCLA family right now, and when the Sissy Blue plays the Big Orange, the Big Orange wins.
That's right.
UCL Rusty.
Anyway, all right, fellas, love y'all.
See you. Brandon says that my C-Mac impression sounds like my Coach O impersonation. Really?
No, Brandon Luckett's wrong.
No,
like
man,
always.
my Coach O impression sounds nothing like my C-Mac one.
If you give Brandon Luckett 5 seconds, he'll start to agree with you.
You so petty, man. He's so petty, man. You got him, Brandon. You got him, Brandon. (865-255-03). Is that C-Mac?
Yes.
C-Mac, all right, man. I apologize. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good.
Now you changed your energy. You had a different energy when I picked up the phone.
But you have to admit, you did make it sound like you were serving a prison sentence when you went to NC State. That's all I'm saying.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, cool.
That's cool?
That's cool.
That's cool.
That
and
works.
Ben McKee, that energy is specifically for you. Honestly, I hope my boy Big Shot Rob is hearing this. Rob, Big Rob, when you see McKee, bust this little dude upside the head
Rob
on
don't
sight.
care about you. I hate to break your heart, but Rob don't care about you. He likes me more.
Bust him upside the head on site for me, please. I need to clarify once again, like I was trying to do a little bit earlier.
Okay.
I want Tennessee to give this money that they're giving to the Georgia State, to the South Alabamas. I want them to give that money to Memphis. All right, point blank, period.
It don't work that way, though. Memphis.
I understand that. But if we're going to continue to reap the benefits of getting prospects from that area, like a Big O, all right, we need to continue to invest in that area, and they need to see us outside of the Big Arch Caravan, all right? Like, I think we should try to get that football game back, at some point in the next 10 years, all right? Because we need to continue maturing that relationship. As Big O said last night, there was a time period where those folks in Memphis didn't even mess with the orange, didn't even see it. We need to make sure that we bring that back. So that's where my energy is coming from, because that was always there in my life when I was in Memphis. All right. And I think for the next generation, they should have that exposure as well. All right. We're not going to talk about Penny, basketball. We're going to leave that separate from the crux of this conversation. This conversation is only about getting that football game back on the schedule, because I want to see someone like, Jason Swain go and kill those Tigers in the Liberty Bowl. So that's where I'm coming from on all of it.
Okay, we got you. We got you, see, Matt, man. Give me a hug, man. Give me an air hug.
Hey, there it is.
There it is. Boom, there it is. All right.
One last thing before I leave, Swain. I'm very proud of what you guys are doing at Tennessee Prime. You're giving a platform for these young men to appropriately articulate themselves to future employers. I love every single player that you've had on Tennessee Prime. They all were able to articulate themselves in an incredible manner. I want to say thank you for that opportunity for these young men. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. McKee, I hope you get hit upside the head.
Thank you, C-Mac, man. Yeah, I love Tennessee Prime, man. It's so cool because it gives the fans a chance to learn more about our players than just short media availability. Amari Thomas, hearing the stories about his grandma, his mom, and his great grandmother and his grandmother. I didn't know anybody went to bed at 6 o'clock. But we learned that yesterday, right? We learned so many cool things about K Mays this year. Like, when K brought his little big brother, and Camp is like his little big brother. Camp is 6 years old. It's a huge gap between K and his younger brother Camp. But I wish y'all was able to see the love that Cade has for his little brother Camp, and brought him up to the table and put him on his lap, and after Camp said welcome back, and Cade told him I love you, and Camp said I love you too. Like, that's stuff y'all just don't get on a Monday or a Tuesday inside the complex behind the podium. You don't get that. And these players are real people that have real feelings, that have real lives and real emotions outside of football. Man, that was a cool moment. That was a really, really cool moment to see that. That's what Tennessee Prime was meant to be. And I know Gus is happy with Tennessee Prime this year, and man, we'll do it again next year. We'll do it again next year, and the plan is to make it bigger and better for you and for our players. Man, that was really cool. Lando Vall says C-Max vocab. He spent some time in the NC State Slammer Library. Yeah, we should be paying Memphis anything. That money goes to like smaller schools like UT Martin and UT Chat and Tennessee Tech. But the whole agreement was
not UT Martin at the moment. Not till they have a new head coach.
What you mean?
I don't want money going into the football program at Martin until there's a new head football coach at Martin.
Why?
Because Ty Simpson ain't coming to Tennessee.
I mean, he ain't signed yet. Who knows what might happen? Who knows, man?
Folks excited.
And listen, UT Martin is still a part of the Tennessee system.
I don't care.
That's bigger than whoever the
I don't
coach
care
is.
that my mom went to UT Martin, or that JT Carver's dad is the chancellor, and that Keith Carver is good friends with Donnie.
You pushing it.
I don't care until Jason Simpson is gone. No money there.
Donnie gonna put them hands on you. You better stop. You better stop. Man, forget Memphis. I'd rather give that money to TSU. Give it to Mickey Allen and beat up on them Tigers down there in Nashville and give it to any other school, especially South Alabama. But no, the whole plan with Memphis is if you play basketball, you play in football. And Memphis football needed Tennessee football. And then at one point, Tennessee basketball needed Memphis basketball. But that's changed. Tennessee basketball don't need Memphis basketball for exposure. We already got it, with or without Memphis. We already out recruiting Memphis anyways.
How good is Memphis basketball this year?
I don't know.
They're very good. And
They
even
should
when they are very good, they can't get the best point guard in the country in their own backyard. Take that for dad, a penny.
Yeah, the culture at Tennessee is more appealing for Jaden Springer and for Kennedy Chandler. 865-255-03. Be right back.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing?
Calling around to get the best rate on a car loan.
Why? Everyone knows Alcoa 10 is the best choice to purchase a vehicle or refinance your current loan. And with low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
When you start your own business, you know that branding can make or break a new venture. That's why Swain Event relies on 42nd Street. 42nd Street is a strategy agency focused on finding creative, open-minded, results-driven solutions to brand design. After over a decade of operations in East Tennessee, the brand architects at 42nd Street have the experience and creative know-how to ensure the success of your business branding, logo, web presence, and more. To see a real-life example of their amazing work, you can check out our website at swainevent.com. Don't trust the branding of your business to just anyone. Check out my friends at 42nd Street online at 42st.com or give them a call at 865-382-7007. 42nd Street, brand, strategy, design.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done, and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy. Fellas, when it's time to freshen up that wardrobe, there's only one play to make, and that's to go see my friends at Mark Nelson Denim in downtown Knoxville. Find the latest in small batch denim in the heart of Knoxville. Denim isn't all they do, though. Mark Nelson also does custom suiting and blazers. Let your personal style shine with Mark Nelson. If you don't have time to go shopping for yourself but still want that fresh look, then sign up for the NN Society. Let the experts handle the shopping and get $300 worth of merchandise for just $150 every other month. That's 6 times per year to keep you looking styling every day. Let Mark Nelson Denim help you be the best you, because when you look good, you feel good. Go to marknelsondenim.com.
Good morning, Swain Event crew. Fall is here, and according to the big box stores, it's Christmas time too. This time of year is traditionally a busy one for the East Tennessee real estate market, and it will continue through the end of 2021 as well. Most people think the holidays aren't the right time to buy and sell. However, it is one of the best times to jump in the market. To find out more, just give me a call, Jennifer Morris, Keller Williams Realty, at 865-257-7897, or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com. And go Vols!
JC's Tree and Landscaping Service specializes in quality tree work done at an affordable price. Trimming and removing trees are their specialty. They also offer other services like land clearing, stump grinding, crane services, and all of your basic landscaping needs for both commercial and residential. JC's will give you a free estimate and beat any written quote by a competitor to guarantee that you get the lowest price around. Don't risk your land with a fly-by-night service. JC's Tree and Landscaping is licensed and insured. Give them a call at 865-599-3799. Litter is a big problem in Tennessee, but together we can do big things. We can make our cities, our waterways, our roads cleaner and safer. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is committed to reducing litter in our communities, but we need your help to do it. There are over 100 million pieces of litter in our roads at any given time, and it costs TDOT about $19 million a year just to clean it up. The first step to keeping Tennessee beautiful is to rally behind these 3 simple words. Nobody trashes Tennessee. Join the Nobody Trashes Tennessee movement at nobodytrashestennessee.com.
More and more Tennessee businesses are switching to Iris Networks for reliable, local, high-quality, high-speed business fiber internet. Iris provides direct internet access from 10 megs to 10 gigs with no payments for 90 days. Iris also offers next-generation business phones with work from anywhere capability from the mobile or laptop app. With local sales, support, and service, Iris is a partner in the community. Learn more at irisnetworkusa.com or call 865-448-IRIS. Iris Networks, a Tennessee business connecting Tennessee businesses.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Keller is giving away cash for the holidays. Celebrating now until the end of the year with special deals. Keller wants to make sure that every child experiences the joy of Christmas this year. They are donating money every time someone purchases a tankless water heater. That is big time, folks. They're giving away a $250 Visa gift card with each unit. You get a $500 Visa gift card when you buy a select HVAC system. Also, a new home generator. So $500 there, $500 there with the whole home generator. More specials are available online at happyhealer.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free. 865-255-03. So every time someone purchases a tankless water heater, Keller will donate $50 to Toys to Tots. That is special. 865-255-03. Let me hit the text box before we wrap up today's program. A bunch of silliness from C-Mac and Volstorm and Ben over here. Can't get anything done. Southwest Virginia Vols says, I hope every Memphis player coach steps in poop this morning. JT Williams says Memphis is up and down. The Vols have moved on up already. Vols basketball have rocketed on past. Yep. Jackson says, how great was Keller Washington? He was great. I missed him by a year. I came in 03. He left in 02. All I got was stories from some of the guys I played with, and they all were great stories about just him as he took a business approach. He didn't care nothing about school. He worked his tail off. I mean, he came from professional baseball, so he was on a different mission, and he was just older than everybody. The Ben-Brandon rivalry is alive and well. It's hilarious on the text box. Big Orange 123 says, I wonder if Durant missed his Cereal Bowl this morning. Curry looking more like Ben every day. Who's older? It's Curry. It's Ben looking more like Curry every day. How about that, Ben?
I think I look less like Curry every day.
ATF VFL is not a fan of Simpson, the coach at UT Martin. We'll see, man. I don't have any solid takes on Ty Simpson or Walter Nolan until the ink is dry. I'm just not going to get caught up in the circus one way or the other. When y'all want to do something and it's final, let me know. But no reason to believe that Ty Simpson is not going to Alabama. He hasn't really done anything publicly or said anything publicly. It's Walter Nolan that's been posting stuff and saying stuff. So
hasn't really done anything, or hasn't done anything at all.
Hasn't done anything at all. I haven't seen anything publicly. I don't follow Ty Simpson, so I don't know. But I don't follow Walter Nolan either. But I have seen what other people have tweeted, his post, and I've seen some comments from him. But I haven't seen anything from Ty Simpson, so there's no reason to believe that there's a circus going on with Ty Simpson. But there is definitely one going on with Walter Nolan, and I'm just not going to get involved in that emotionally. Lando Vol says, being from Memphis, my non-UT SEC fan buddies, all Memphis fans, all gang together and had an intervention with me. I could have had Tennessee or I could have Memphis. Either or, no in between. Yeah, for some guys out there, man, some of those fans out there, it's you love Tennessee or hate Tennessee. That's just the way they are. They draw the line in the sand. But you do have folks that like Memphis basketball and they like Tennessee football. And they're from Memphis, but they also live in Tennessee, so they, kind of show some love to Tennessee football.
I don't even really mind the people who like Memphis basketball and like Tennessee football. I'm just saying, if you are one of those people, I feel like it's ridiculous to talk crap about Tennessee when basketball season rolls around. And even vice versa, like talking crap about Memphis during football season.
Oh, I'm with you.
Like, you like both schools, so
you can't trash talk either.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with the whole Tennessee football, Memphis basketball. That honestly don't bother me a ton, because I get Vol Nation. I understand C-Mac, but don't run your mouth.
Zell says, this is what scares me. Tennessee's total offense is 21. The Jags' total offense is 17. Could be closer than the experts think. Hold on, man. Whoa, Zell. Man, I thought you were serious for a second. Zell. You're not serious, are you? Is Zell serious? Zell, you're not serious, right? You're not serious, Zell. Did you watch a scary movie? Is that why you're scared? Did you watch Chucky? Because Chucky was a really scary movie back in the day. I used to hate Chucky. I used to hate that dog. That dog was scary. Please tell me that since we are on the heels of Halloween that you watch a scary movie and that's why you're scared. Listen, guys. This team is not good.
Go look at who South Alabama plays.
And Tennessee better take care of business. And let Joe Milton get in there. And let these other players get in there and play. That's what they better do.
Well, you know, Hendon Hooker is so overrated anyways. I think Joe Milton needs to start and play the entire game.
Those tactics to try to get Hendon to come back, that's not going to work, Ben. Not going to work.
You know, Jabari Small is a better running back than Tyon anyways.
That's not going to work, and that's not even worth doing anyways, to be honest. But take care of business so everybody can play.
Tennessee plays football this weekend?
Everybody can play. Everybody can play in this game. Take care of business, guys. Take care of business. For Ben McKee, I'm Jason Swain. Swain Event fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Peace and love. Hope y'all have a great day. We are out.